people.
Hello, everyone.
We'll just start with cuddly laughing randomly. It's fine.
Yeah.
It works.
I'm sorry.
We're back.
You
for more
did this,
Dungeons and
Cuddly.
I
Dragons.
did. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Hi everyone. I
Your
hope you're
name
all
is
doing
Blue.
well.
It's perfect. It's George.
I
Cuddly.
hope you're all doing really, really well. We're back. This is episode 90 of Dramonia. I was gonna say can you believe, but I asked Roju that last week and he said yes because it says in the title. So, you know, not gonna do that mistake again.
Wait, ask
AussieDevFro and
me,
I
ask
actually did the
me.
math.
Oh, can you believe, Cuddly?
I can't believe,
Oh shit.
Whoa.
and I don't believe. This is episode
But
91.
do you
Thank
believe that Siren's dad is hot?
I sometimes it's best if we don't say things that we think out loud, and this is one of those times for me. So
It's okay, chat. Some of us don't understand what they're talking about either. It's fine. It's okay.
Look, if you're out there and you understand what it's like to read about gay little fish, then we're here for you. We're here for you.
A very specific subset
That is-
of us.
yeah,
here for you. The rest of us have no fucking clue.
I'm being asked over here to ask if you have recovered from Superliminal.
Fuck off.
We
have not.
We actually had a
No,
discussion about
actually.
Superliminal before we.
Yeah,
went
I
live.
mentioned that I was made to play Superliminal, and no, I'm not recovered yet.
So there you go. There's
So
your answer.
instead, we're gonna do silly introductions because let's get on with it.
Get
I'm
on
ready
with
for this.
it.
I'm
I love
ready.
this energy.
I'm excited.
Welcome back, everyone, to Dramonia for session 90. I'm your dungeon mistress, Josie Poser, currently recovering from emotional damage. And I'm joined today with my friend. We have third-time award procrastinator nominee, AussieDevFro. He would have won, but by the time he remembered to send in his response, they were already doing votes for the next year's take. We also have Roju, who is a statistical anomaly. He has not had a good night's sleep in all of his life. We also have Cuddly Raptor, who is famous for using a microscope as a webcam, because otherwise we can't see her. And we've got the actual real-life warlock Guditome, who cannot accept compliments as part of the Eldritch contract. And then we've got Orb. Anyway, look, there's nothing to say about Orb. Orb has got it all. Look, Orb is married, he has a house, he has a car, he's got kids, and he's got a pet. What? There's nothing to say about Orb. He is your everyday Johnson. He's just living life.
Amazing.
I dare anyone to say if any of that was not true, because all of it, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, no,
I'm being told that I'm out of sync on other people's streams, which
Oh.
We
you know what,
don't know
I-
how that can be fixed.
Seems
That's
fine to
yeah,
me.
you
we
seem
have no
fine.
idea how to fix that.
Hmm.
I'm in sync on my end. I feel like
Mhm.
that's important.
You're in sync for
But-
me on what I can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
I
Well,
recommend
you know what?
Viewers
Those viewers
pause and play and
Just
see if that works
just
best.
try to pause it, press play, or like
refresh.
Refresh
your
sometimes
thing.
works.
yeah,
as well.
refresh or like I don't know, mute that version and open it on the video feed on another. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But anyway, we're gonna get into this recap and we're gonna get back in and see if Rudy Magic Hands McGee survives the stomach of the Froghemoth, the dead Froghemoth,
In the stomach of a snake.
the dead Froghemoth that is just in the process of being eaten by a giant snake that Nana's riding on.
Look,
You know.
look.
Ride that giant snake. What?
Anyway,
What's happening?
last time on Dramonia, the Vanguard of the Black got settled in for the first round at the Sunlock Arena. They wiped the floor with the two belays that rush at them by freezing one solid and giving the other one a quick lecture in gravity. While Nana tries to exchange some words with her dear old neighbor, Fendel, who wants nothing to do with her, the party also talks about what to do next.
That was hilarious.
Rudy and Arthur demand a rematch in the pie eating contest, which Rudy finally wins and gets himself a pie R8. Arthur then pins the tail of the dragon, winning himself a small pouch with some dust on the inside. While Arthur then goes to buy himself a new brooch, Rudy pulls a rope and scores the deed to keep somewhere in the first world. Nana and Gerald enjoy the plays and reenactments at the Twilight Theater, and George acquires some new shoes.
And a
Some
spice
gift-
rack.
and spice rack. After some gift exchanges over lunch at the Palace of Promiscuity, they get ready for the second round at the arena. In an attempt to put on a show, they agree that Rudy should be eaten whole by the frog Hemoth. Unfortunately, Nana is the one who gets eaten, and in an attempt to escape, she summons a massive boa constrictor snake. Rudy does somehow end up getting eaten anyway, but as the rest of the party pelt the beast with magic and arrows, it dies, with Rudy still safe inside its stomach. Now, the summoned snake is also trying to eat said froghemoth, and Rudy is quickly running out of options.
I mean, you say running out of options. Rudy says, "How dare you finish the snake without the from Hemoth without me? What do you do?" Of course, the rest of the party is like,
And Arthur, yeah,
Just like,
Arthur sort of turns around and goes, Rudy, and all he can is, Rudy, you better get out of there.
Yes. So, as we're setting the scene, Gerald's flying in the air. He's just unleashed a lightning bolt that hit Nana Snake and Froghemoth.
oh no, Gerald's not there. Gerald.
Oh, sorry,
the
Geralthasar.
Dark Wizard is there.
Geralthasar, the Dark Wizard, has just unleashed a lightning bolt, and Arthur shot a lightning arrow at the Froghemoth. The snake is coiled around and is unhinging its jaws, trying to now swallow this Froghemoth whole, while George is just safe on the sidelines, making sure to not get in the way. We're gonna need immediately to have Rudy roll a Constitution saving throw.
"Oh my gosh!"
Oh my gosh.
First
First roll of the evening, Constitution saving throw. Let's go. That is a 14.
14. You take 8 points of acid damage, halved to 4 because of your armor.
Thank you.
Easy.
We could just like
But-
let him go down in there and then like miraculously save him. Sorry,
Mm,
You
maybe.
can also just dismiss the snake, you know.
But he's still stuck inside the front. Okay, Josie. How far along are we talking now? How
Well, it's just gotten its jaws on the Froghemoth's head, and it's now starting to do that that conveyor belt thing with its bottom jaws that snakes do, and it's trying to
Yeah, when
pull
it,
the
like,
frog
kinda
into
like,
its mouth.
All right,
Okay.
Nana takes a quick look at the crowd.
But like, also,
Are they disgusting?
would Nana deprive the snake of a meal?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said last time. Like it's done well.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
actually it seems to be tension. The crowd is like in silent tension, trying to see like, sure, you've won the match, but what is going on?
What is
The
what
show
is
isn't
this?
over.
Like the Froghemoth's dead, but the show isn't over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are we acting in turn order back in the initiative order that we had
No,
last week?
no,
or
no.
should
We'll
we
just
we
do
do it.
everyone gets a thing,
Okay.
and
alright.
we just
Mhm.
resolve as we go.
Okay.
Because Rudy still has vampiric touch active, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, you need to roll a concentration check for that.
Oh,
Roll a
yeah,
con
that's
save. You gotta
right.
beat a 10.
Oh, that's right. Dang con saves. Dang, 20,000 windows I have open. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you definitely still have Vampiric
Mm.
Touch going.
So we could
Yeah,
safely
just get your health back. Oh no, wait. Can you get it back from a dead thing?
Well, I was going to use it more for flair, less the actual attack of the spell itself.
like the flair.
Because like we've used Vampiric Touch in the past to like sort of drain away like flesh, like like for surgery and stuff like that, like neck, and then like we've been able to just sort of like peel it away after it's been essentially struck by Vampiric Touch.
I mean, it is necrotic damage, right? So,
So
you'd be
Rudy,
necrotizing your way through with your hands.
yeah, pretty much. Rudy just wants to because he can't miss because it's all around him and not moving. He just wants to essentially mold himself a path and just stride confidently from the innards.
But you are also incredibly restrained, not only inside the stomach, but it's also being squeezed by a snake. And you do effectively have the restrained condition, so all attack rolls are done at disadvantage. But
could you
it's,
just
at
like
this point, at this point, it's just your hand, and it's stuck down by your hip.
yeah.
So it's more like you could like pat the
Yeah.
stomach lining
Yeah.
with your hand.
He would start by like just sort of moving his fist, and then he would slowly like work away a bit longer. It would take like 60 seconds, but I feel like he'd be able to.
I mean,
How
you
long's
can
the
definitely
Vampiric
start
Touch
working on.
Or he's just gonna
Definitely
cast
start working
anti-life
on it.
shell and just pop the whole thing open.
Ooh,
I mean,
that
that's
would
up
be
to you.
pretty good. That'd be pretty nice.
That's another spell he has to cast, and I don't really want to cast another spell.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you're doing.
Oh, fine. We'll pop it with anti-life shell.
Well, because
You're
otherwise,
popping an
then I can just-
anti-life shell?
Yo. So essentially, it balloons out, and because it ejects. Wait.
Yeah, wait.
Living thing.
It does nothing now. So let's. I didn't cast it. I didn't click the cast button.
Okay.
Okay, well, you can have a moment to, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move.
Will
Let's
universal speech work on the giant snake?
What does universal speech say?
As an action, choose 3 creatures within 60 feet. The chosen creatures can magically understand you regardless of the languages you speak for 1 hour.
Okay, yeah, so we can understand you, but it cannot respond.
That is fine, because then I can use suggestion on it, because then it can understand me with suggestion.
Okay.
And I can make it let Rudy go.
Well, for that first, Nana, do you still have the snake stats around?
I do.
Nana can just
So I believe the snake needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
Guys, I
What's
can
a
just
snake's
dismiss
wisdom?
Snake.
Well, it's dead, so
We're doing it. All right.
No, the froghemoth is dead. The snake is. Nana's
where are
snake.
Snake is not.
There we go. Wild shape. Nope, that one. Summoned giant constrictor snake.
What is the DC, George?
16.
Is this gonna take
Please
15
have a low
years?
wisdom.
Yes, yes,
Please
it is.
have a low wisdom.
I will laugh if it doesn't, but I'll also dismiss it because guys, I can do that. It's okay.
I know,
It's
but
okay.
imagine if we make it look like we're also giant snake charmers.
True.
They wanted flashy.
It got an 8. It's very focused on its meal.
No, an 8 is good. That means it failed, which means the suggestion goes through.
I know.
I want to very flamboyantly look like I am. I'll pull out one of my pipes, the non-magical ones, and act like I am a snake charmer while making the snake let go.
So George, as you walk up, playing this flute, you send out the magical message of let go, and everyone around, the audience, oohs and ahs as the snake relaxes its grip around the froghemoth, whose body goes limp and falls over, just like flat on its stomach, and you see slowly pouring out is a Rudy, like just like slipping out, covered in guck, and just like slimes out on the ground into the sand. And the snake coils up and turns its head, Nana's still on top of it, towards George, and it's just doing that thing with its head. Just looking at you, George.
I'm just doing the bard thing of making a show of it. Like,
Yeah, make a performance check.
Oh, let's go.
only at 22.
Only. The audience is stumped. But not in tension like it was before. Now everyone is just in awe watching this happen.
Would you
I
say
shoot a look at Gerald, like, hype him up kind of thing.
would you say that the stands are quiet?
Yeah.
Like it's
What?
if I may, Rudy gets up, sort of like wipes the slime off and turns back to the froggy
He's
missing.
covered in sand as
in
well. You
sand,
know when you've
kind
been
of-
to the beach and you go from being like wet feet
Oh.
into the sand, but your
Oh.
entire front side,
Beautiful.
And,
your eyes, your mouth.
Oh,
your
yeah, we're not gonna talk about that
Oh.
yet. Because
Oh,
it's he's a veil. He's covered by his veil. And he turns back to the frog hemoth and he sort of nudges it with his foot and goes, "And that's what you get for not listening to me. I specifically said, eat me first." And it echoes. He's just arguing. He's just
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Nana would like to have the snake just kind of like lower her to the ground so she can just kind of step off and give it a little pat on the nose. And then, of course, it can eat the froghemoth if it so
Oh yeah, I
desires.
can eat it now.
Yeah. Like, I would like to imagine that it can have its meal unless they stop us.
No,
I'm gonna let it have it.
stops
I'll
you,
stop
and the
playing my
snake
music
just
when-
starts eating
Let's go.
Yeah,
the
I
frog
just-
hemoth.
I would like to stop playing my music right as it starts eating, so the crowd thinks that I've like loosed control over it or something. Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
keep the
that's great.
illusion up. Gotta keep them guessing of what my actual
What is
abilities
Arthur
are.
and Gilralthasar doing during this?
Well, I would. I think it'd do a lap because George kind of was like hype them up because they're all like a little bit stunned and like it's been a roller coaster of emotions for them.
Yep.
So Gerald says I was gonna do a lap and be like, hold on me. So I was thinking Gerald, not Gerald. So here for a second, let me just recalibrate my brain. Thus, the vanguard of the black drives forth success. Let's hear it.
And as you say that, there's a couple of people who start going, Vanguard, Vanguard, Vanguard.
God. It's like
It's just echoing around now, and you can see there's like more people coming up against the barrier trying to see what's happening as you're all doing like a victory lap in the sand pits as the snake is slowly just swallowing down the front hemoth.
Rudy casts light on Geralthazard's broom, so now he's like a little spotlight.
Oh
I mean,
my god.
With everything like already sparkling and
Mm.
billowing.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
you are
disco ball.
full on
Amazing.
disco
Yep,
balling.
yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the snake has like fully like when you see that
Mhm.
lump going down, that's when Nana will dismiss it after it's had its nice little meal.
So
Oh, would
it
just leave,
swallows,
like,
and when
steak
it gets to the
bites.
point where it can finally close its mouth, almost like it's a scripted moment. As soon as its mouth closes, it looks like the scales on the snake starts like flaking up, and they just turn into these large leaves, green leaves that just scatter into the air as the entire snake is like unraveled into a flurry of autumn leaves.
Nice.
However, left behind is like the partially now the frog hemoth body still laying there.
I was just about to ask. Well,
We have to give them something to clean
They got a taste at least, I guess.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got a
just
taste.
a little-
And
just a
then
little
coming
shake.
out to you is the master of ceremonies, Huler O'Macavee, comes back out. This The sleek-looking Goliath man says, "Well, there you have it, folks. The Vanguard of the Black gives us yet another show. And they make it to the third round. Now we ask all of you to give them a grand applause, and we will see you back here again for the next round at 6 p.m. And I can't find the applause button on the soundboard, but there's applause. Everyone's like, yeah, woo, oh.
Yep.
Yay.
As you're led out, you can see there's a couple of people coming out, and they're like tentatively trying to grab the froghemoth that's now covered. Like its skin had just started being affected by stomach acids, and it's just like it's yeah, it's not comfortable for anyone to touch at all.
This is the second time I've fucked up their arena.
Well, if they think it's uncomfortable to touch on the outside, wait till they hear how uncomfortable it was on the inside.
On our way out,
Rudy, do you want to clean yourself up?
Josie, on the way out,
Maybe.
the person that that asked us to be flashy and stuff, can we pass him and can I whisper to him, "Is this flashy enough?" With a little smirk on my face.
It is Hooler that said so, and
Okay.
he leans down to you and says, "That was fucking perfect. If you give us more of that for the next round, I can promise you this is in the bag."
All right. Don't worry, there's more where that came from.
Let's go.
Let's see if we can just get some.
If possible, I would like to do that with Rudy and Earshot, just because I know Rudy and George don't always see eye to eye with plans, and George is a little shit.
You come back to the locker rooms, and as you're coming through, the next group is getting ready. Let me double check. It is the Gold Guard, and this time when you're walking by, Rudy, the little gnome who seems to be leading the group, gives you a wink.
Rudy attempts to give a wink back.
I mean, your entire face is covered, so no one sees.
Well, just like
the
a
strain.
little head tip, like
Yeah, but he is. The party knows this is his winking pose. He's trying to wink.
This is winking pose.
winking
Yeah, they can
pose.
hear the strain.
Can hear the eyeballs swiveling.
Yeah, there's a grinding sound.
That's right, because there'd be sand behind. No.
Oh,
He's
God.
got like sand stuck to his everything.
Sand and
It's
slime as
everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
well. Oh,
This is not the right time to do that.
ugh. It's like
You get back to the locker room, you grab your effects, you are essentially led out, and you're back on top. The next hour comes to you. Is there anything particular that anyone wants to do for the next hour? We're now at 4 p.m. is the hour that is starting.
Got it. Right. So we've got 2 hours until the final round.
Yes, you've got 2 segments of time.
Oh, so I don't think Nana's gonna partake in the drinking contest because I worry that
Rudy
that
is.
might like affect her for later because I know she's not like immune to alcohol. But she did want to swing by because she wanted to see if the guy with the Kalen, like Caden Kalian on his shield is there because she figured he might be partaking and she just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
But you said Rudy.
Also,
wanted to as well?
you do also have the amulet of the drunkard, so if you do go drinking, you will heal a little bit for free.
She was gonna like join, but not like actually go for it. Just like have a beer.
The whole time.
Just
Yeah,
like
no, but
casual.
the item says that if you drink like
Yeah.
a pint of beer, you get the benefits of like a greater healing potion.
Yeah. So I think she will like. She won't like join as a serious conversation. Like I can roll for it, but like.
Okay, she'll go drinking, but she's not like gaming.
I mean, the whole
Yeah.
time that Rudy and Nana are walking there, Rudy is egging Nana on to join the competition because he needs a challenge. Because Rudy can't really get drunk, can he? Is that?
I don't think he
I
can.
thought we.
It's. Are you immune to the poisoned condition?
No.
Then you can get drunk.
Excellent. He's going to do it anyway.
Oh God.
Arthur was gonna join, yes.
Okay,
Okay, so
both
we have
of
three
us-
people going to the Gilded Bazaar, going for the drinking competition to start with. What is Gerald and George doing? Or what are? Because of grammar.
Well, Gerald will politely decline to take part in a drinking competition because he's got, particular, what's the word, trauma from overly drinking in the past.
Fair enough.
That is
He
fair.
is
That is fair.
habitually sober now.
So if everyone else is heading off to a drinking contest, I guess he'd probably actually ask George what he's doing, and
George wants to spread rumors in favor of the Vanguard. Things like, I heard that the one that was swallowed was in the pie eating contest, or that he won the pie eating contest. The Vanguard's really cooler, and that arrow looking guy, he won the 1v1 fights earlier, and like basically hype up the Vanguard more because
Mhm.
he remembers we're supposed to be spreading our name in a good way.
Okay.
I
Alright.
also want
Okay.
to play some games.
Okay, so far I hear that everyone is going to the Gilded Bazaar.
I think I'm gonna be gaming. Yep.
Okay, everyone is headed to Gilded Bazaar. I'm going to ask one of you to roll me a d6.
Oh.
Who wants to
Alright.
do it?
I'm
yeah,
too scared of the
Roji was
results.
first. Roji,
Yeah, go
Roji
for it.
was
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
and there
go
will
for
there
it.
will be more opportunities.
It's a 3.
Beautiful. Perfect
It's
number.
a 3. Wonderful, wonderful.
oh,
that
no.
means we are saving Gerald for last for this segment.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So, as we're starting off, everyone, you head to the Gilded Bazaar. You then quickly split up, as we've got Arthur, Rudy, and Nana. You're looking for the bar that is hosting the drinking contests, and very, very much according to what you expected, Nana, you do see the orcish fellow sitting. His shield is leaned against a table. And you also see next to him, currently also drinking from a tankard that's on the ground, is a large dog.
Nice. I thought so.
And you see him sitting there, and he's currently talking to the ragged-looking man from his group that was wearing a lot of symbology for the Everflame, the Saren Ray.
Mm. Oh, not the one that was making the sand angels?
No,
No, not him. Okay.
that was a
Just-
gnome. That was a gnome.
Ah, okay. Well, we do like
No,
sand
you just see
angels.
these two are sitting, and they seem to both have just partaken in a round of drinking competition, and it looks like you can hear the orc says, "Well, I won this, but it's not really any use for me, so you can have it, Conrad." And the other person with the salt and pepper hair says, "Well, thank you, Titus. Don't think I'll ever use it, though. It seems to defeat the purpose." And then just, like, puts it in a bag, and you see the item they were handing over was a large metal tankard.
Oh.
Can
nice.
Rudy get infinite pies and infinite ale?
As you step in, if you want to take part in the drinking contest that they're setting up, you see there's a table where people are sitting down. They're putting money down. It is a silver piece to
Awesome.
enter.
Silver piece can do.
Does this count as a short rest or a short rest by doing this, or
No, you're actively playing games. You had your short rest opportunity earlier with the Palace of Promiscuity, and if you want to take a short rest, you will have to essentially do nothing during this. You like find somewhere to just sit down and be. But now you're actively competing. You're going to be drinking a lot of alcohol. Which
I had a
was just some.
question
Yes.
before we started. So, like it's possible from this because I was kind of considering whether Nana was gonna like enter or not, but it's possible that like if you fail your Constitution rolls enough, you'll like get sick and probably be pretty sick for the final round.
It's possible, yes.
In that case, you know what, Nana would bid the boys good luck, and like I'm guessing you can buy a tankard and like sit and watch.
Yeah, you can still just sit and drink.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
it's an open. It's not like a free bar, but it is a bar. They just
Okay.
have a specific section where they do the competition.
Okay, so she'll like keep an eye on them, but then like sit close to the two that she wanted to say hello to.
And getting closer, you can actually see now the orc, while he's wearing this really tattered-looking cloak, the hood now down. He's got very little hair. It looks like it's been shaven short, and it's just coming back in. He looks more orcish than not, but not like a full-blood orc. He's incredibly large, and you see while his breastplate has been polished impeccably, it is covered in dents and scrapes.
Nice.
The two of you who are taking part in the drinking competition. This works similarly to the pie eating contest. But you have to drink at least 5.
Oh,
Right. So
And the DC is higher, and there is, if you get to a certain amount of tankards of ale, you might suffer some consequences.
That's why
That's fine.
Nana is not
not
doing it.
consequences for my actions.
so just
Arthur doesn't know that word.
for those of you who don't know, I have recently attempted to eat and drink as Rudy did. Drinking
Forgot about
turns out is pretty difficult. So Rudy's technique here is
no, it's
that
gonna be
he's just gonna get his tankard, and he's literally just gonna let gravity do everything.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
that's
just
how it works.
pour.
Like, because you can't use a straw, obviously, and trying to take a sip without using your lips, it just runs down everywhere. There was a cut in the TikTok where you didn't see coffee going everywhere. So yeah, it's he's just gonna let gravity do its work, and because he doesn't breathe, he doesn't he can't choke, can he? Can he choke?
Just open the gullet and just guzzle it all down.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would assume he still has a gag reflex, though, right?
Does he?
What if he kind of drinks like a bird? Like he like scoops that up in his bottom jaw and like
I'm pretty sure he could do that.
just to get it down the
Maybe that and gravity. Anyway,
Yeah,
he just takes
yeah.
the
But
tankard.
we
and
could be
yeah.
here for a while if that's.
representation.
But I'm gonna need, as the first tankards are served to the entire table around you, I'm gonna need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Let's go. That is a 13. That's not a good
I
start.
think
13 is a
11.
success. Arthur, it's a success. You both down your first tankards without issue. Round number 2, keep rolling. Everyone's just drinking, guzzling. They're like these frothy, large tankards
11
of
again.
beer. 11 again. Arthur,
18.
you get halfway before you get to that point where you can't swallow anymore. Like you've swallowed
Oh,
too many
no.
times in short time.
Yeah.
And you have to stop and you start coughing. And you immediately start feeling a churn in your stomach.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of pies earlier.
There was a lot of pies, there's a lot of froth,
But
and
a
you
lot
just
of you
feel that something wants up, and you cannot tell if it's gas or solid.
Arthur is
Meat
not
pies,
gonna
Green pies or
continue.
berry pies. or
Arthur just bows throat out.
Arthur stumbles away, it disappears into the restroom area, and is not seen for a while.
Oh no.
Rudy,
Oh,
you did
no.
fine. You just keep drinking down, and there's like this really rotund man who's just drinking and drinking and looks at you and says, "You sure you want to go against me, skinny bones?" And just like puts his tankard upside down and grabs another.
In response to that, Rudy goes the other 19.
Yeah, you're
Just
fine.
Gravity straight going. Oh my
I
god.
just
Give me
imagine,
another.
like a self-out character just.
No, no! 8.
Hey, you do have advantage because
Oh.
this is still like
Oh, it is.
a consumption
Consumption.
thing. You're still eating and drinking.
Oh, well, 13 isn't going to get me there,
No.
unfortunately.
So as you say that, you're still you're still pouring when you turn your face towards your opponent and just starts pouring beer down your own face. And this, up until this point, you've just like lowered your bottom flap to
Yep.
open your mouth, but now the thin fabric of your veil is like pressed against your facial features. And you see the man just goes like everyone at the table loses the round.
Winner by
And then
default,
he's like,
right?
That's my
Because I
boy!"
half finished the drink.
But that also means that no one made it to the 6th tankard, which is the limit you have to get to.
No one wins.
Threshold.
Victory.
So no one wins that round. And the whole tavern just turns towards you as the whole table just start doing like spit takes and hard gulps and like everyone's like getting up on the table like, oh no.
And Anna's like cackling into her beer over at the side, like,
I did say that would be the point where Arthur walks out and be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and then you see as well, like, wet cloth against like a skull. Rudy looks towards you, Arthur.
Oh, oh.
Rudy looks at all the people around, who I'm assuming everything's gone silent. And he goes, "You know it's rude to stare at someone with a skin condition."
There's like a lot. As you say that, there's a bunch of people that immediately look away, like, oh shit, oh no, were we staring? Yeah, you were staring. Oh shit, but I don't know. I've never seen that before. I mean,
I acquired this
I
in
sort of feel
battle
bad
with
for the fella.
demons, and
you
you're
see what-
staring.
as
How
someone who
dare
comes up-
you?
this like young man, early 20s, comes up and says, I'm so sorry, and just like goes to shake your hand and palms you a silver piece.
Oh.
Wait,
let's-
is George in the vicinity of this at all? Is this before I left,
That's-
or
oh my god.
That's
I,
quite.
I'll,
like
I'll
some
say
notes.
I'll say that George and Gerald, since this would have been the first stop, you might still be around to watch. Yeah,
George takes a mental note of this?
yeah. There's definitely a rumor about Rudy having a skin condition going on.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
Arthur, sort of on the way back, sort of stops at one table and go, I heard it's because the cat licked him so many times when he was sleeping. And
Make a
so just-
persuasion check or a deception check.
Oh yeah, deception's not too bad. I actually get advantage on deception too.
Oh no.
You never
Oh
trust
my
a fool.
God. I heard they were married, guys. I heard they were
I-
roommates.
18.
I heard they were roommates. and I heard he
Yeah,
got
there's,
caught
there's
cheating.
definitely a couple of people, like, as you say that, you hear someone like leans in from the next table over, like, I heard that too. It's true, it happened to my aunt's cousin. Her whole face was gone afterwards. The cats would never leave her alone.
I'm actually more happier with this outcome than winning. Honestly, this is fantastic. I love it.
I think this is amazing, and I can spread more rumors from this. Thank you.
Oh.
Despite
Okay,
Rudy's
Nana, are you doing
disability.
anything specific in the tavern, or are you just wanting to listen in and stick around?
Just kind of wanted to listen and also say, like just talk to, because Fendel would never let me near his friends, so I'm like gonna be like, ha, he's gone.
You don't see him around, actually.
Good. I'm sorry. Tell me Nana's just like quietly on her like second beer or something, and she gets whiff of this rumor coming around, like a cat licked him, and she's just like, oh my god.
It's a train all over again.
And she's like, well, I suppose I expected that to happen. Anyway, and she like turns to the orc and his companion. And she just kind of sticks out a hand awkwardly, like at a weird angle, because I'm guessing they're all like along the bar. And she's like, I'm Nana Melavora. I'm Fendel's neighbor. And it's really nice to meet you. He never
And the
brings
orc
his
looks
friends home.
at you, like a bit confused. You're Fendel's neighbor?
Oh yes.
And like the large hand just like yours disappears in his grasp as he shakes it. Well, that's odd. He doesn't always seem to like small people.
Oh, I'm well aware. It could be my stature, or it could be the fact I keep sneaking emerald treats. But either way, we've gotten on very well.
Emerald, you know the chicken?
I know
Oh.
the chicken.
She's adorable. I don't know where she's gone though.
She got big.
Really big, yeah. When we
didn't know
first
she
met her,
was
she
so
was
big."
small. She was as small as Rumble as a puppy. And he just gestures at the dog, and the dog is now at someone else's table, having tipped over the tank and is like licking the table
Licking,
furiously.
Ah,
And then people are like, what? What? It's like trying to push the dog, but they're like, "Ugh," it's just not budging.
oh man, yes.
Like imagine a dog that's pure muscle at the size of a Saint Bernard or a
Oh
Newfoundland.
my
It's just
gosh.
like not moving
Also,
at
it's
all.
made of thunder. Oh man.
Yeah, it's also made out of thunder.
Yeah, I love that. So she takes a look at the dog and she goes, "Oh, that's adorable. I actually wanted to also say, I think we seem to share a friend." And she kind of leans in, Caden.
You mean Fendel?
Oh, I also mean Fendel, but you know, less of a friend and more of a nuisance. Um,
I mean, he has his moments, but he you know takes
oh,
care of us
I know.
for the most
Well,
part.
and she kind of leans in again. Is he eating well?
Oh, he's eating. He's eating. He's mostly complaining.
All right. Well, that seems normal then. Good.
And then
good.
the other fellow, like at beside the orc, goes like, "Yeah, well, he's not really having a good time and all. He's
Never fix his problems.
been away from home for a long time, and then we had that excursion, and you know, he was a bit odd when we came back. He was literally kissing the grass." George, you recognize this voice.
Oh.
Oh.
You've heard it once when you blipped. You heard it yell, "Close the goddamn door."
Oh. Wait. What? After the first time I saw the.
Yeah. And you also see, because your perception is what it is,
Yes.
around the orc's neck hangs a key where the head of the key is shaped like butterfly wings,
I want
just
it.
like the ones you can summon.
I want it.
Oh my God, she's gonna steal from the party.
I'm
The
not,
other party.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm not gonna stop you. I didn't say don't do it.
But you, as you say that, what friend then? I mean, I haven't really
Oh.
been around these parts much.
Oh, I meant and she gestures to the shield and the dog and goes and sort of like shows her amulet and goes, Caden used to stop by for
You know
dinner.
Caden?
I do. Do you know Caden?
I know Caden. He
Oh,
once helped me escape prison.
you know what? That seems like something he would do.
Yeah, and he also gave me a dog, and he gestures, and you now see that Rumble is like trying to get in under a table, and the whole table is like getting lifted up into the air.
That's amazing.
To be fair, I was a bit surprised. He asked if he could trust me, and I said yes, and then there was a dog.
This also sounds very much like Caden, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm very glad Rumble seems to have found such a good home.
He's a good boy.
Oh, he is.
He's a good boy. And as they say that, the Rumble just like turns around 180 under the table and just goes like, "Come along." It just comes like crawling out, you know, like arching its back to get out from under the table.
Oh, that's
And
so
it just rushes up, puts the paws up on the bar, and just starts licking the orc in the face. And he just goes fully like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" And just like pulling at the cheeks and the jowls.
Does some of the patrons who have now heard the rumor about the cat licking the face see this and sort of like,
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a couple of people, and you hear someone go like, "No, no, no, it's only cats." Apparently, they're very, very like coarse tongues, and it can like get stuck, and they will slowly scrape away at your face.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Nana like doesn't want to say too much more, but she just kind of goes, "Oh, well done on the fighting, and I do hope we don't have to fight each other, but I want you to know if we do, no hard feelings."
Oh no! If we have to fight each other, I bet we'll have a good time.
I hope so.
And Nana, you clocked that Conrad, the other person, has been side-eyeing Rudy this entire time.
Okay. She'll kind of follow his gaze and take note and kind of look back at him and just like kind of nod, but
Yeah.
she won't like press it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will now ask George and Gerald, what are you doing with your hour? More specifically.
More specifically.
Well, now I
You
gotta go
know-
talk to the guy with the key.
Oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't hear you, Gouda. What was that?
I said,
Talk
well,
to
now I gotta go talk to the guy with the key.
Let's go.
It kind of changed my plans a little bit.
Okay.
Well, no one's ring tossed, so maybe I'll toss.
You want to go do a ring toss?
Oh my God.
Mhm, mhm.
I also
You want to do? Okay, so we're gonna do some Gerald games.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Gerald is going ring tossing. Hold on.
I'm not the least dexterous person ever.
No. I'm just
I actually wonder
Yeah, ring toss is a nice
Dexterous is in the party.
farm
Here we
fair
go.
kind of vibe.
Yeah, you walk up and you see these they're actually little like wooden and stone statues of dragons with a tail up in the air. And you have the option for 4 copper pieces, you get 5 rings, and you need to get at least 3 of them on on one of these dragon tails to win a prize.
All right.
And I'm going to need you to make dexterity checks.
No
Perfect.
problem. So 5 copper, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
You get 5 rings.
All right. Cool. So dexterity checks, was it?
Yes.
Okay. First one is a 12.
12. You flick the ring over, and it was a practice toss. Like you hit the edge of it, like the tail hits the edge of the ring, and it sort of like fumbles over. And you see the proprietor, a fire ganassi that has like a golden mask that's made to look like it's got like dragon scales, says, "Good luck, friend, but maybe try again. You were so close."
The did I get a sense of like how close was it? Like almost on, and then it just tipped off.
You were not almost, but you were close.
Okay. All right. Second shot then is worse. I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to let that one go.
Yeah, you throw this time completely overshot, and he said, I'm sorry. Try again. You got 3 more. You gotta get them all now, friend, and you'll
That's
get a
all right,
prize." And he just gestures towards this like these shelves filled with the knickknacks.
Third time's the charm, surely. Here we go.
Of course it is.
16.
Yeah. This time you toss the ring and you get it on one of the back dragons. It neatly, barely even touches the tail, just like flips over. See, I knew you could do it. 2 more. Come on. You've
Oof.
practiced now. You got this.
Sweat.
Now look at you. Look at you. You got this. Just hold your sleeve down. It seems to be changing up your balance.
Is a 15 gonna make it?
Yeah. Second one, toss. You get another ring. Oh, nice. Come on. You got this. 1 more.
All right. And for this last one, because it's an ability check, can I use Tides of Chaos to get advantage?
Yeah.
Excellent. I want to win 1 game today. Oh my god. Both terrible. Okay. All right. I'm just using all the things for a fucking ring toss.
You got
Do
the dark
Yeah,
one.
I'm
Perfect.
using the Dark One's own luck.
Nice. Worth
Add
it.
to that
Love it.
10, making it a 15.
15 is enough. So you toss it, and you're trying to at first. You just feel like, okay, you just like touching it ever so gently with magic before you throw it, but it gets overshot just a little bit, and you're like, no, 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 and then it does a slight curve in the air and
an
just
errant breeze
hits.
sort of takes
Yeah,
it.
just an errant breeze, and it goes down. And you can see the carney himself was like starting to smirk, and then, well done, Fred, you got it. Roll me a d20.
If it was another D100 and you had like a 6, I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
laugh so hard.
Oh, that just rolled off a 20. Oh,
An 8.
eight.
Yeah, roll me a d100.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, 97.
A 97. So he walks up and takes a little prize off one of the shelves and hands it to you, and says, "Here you go. Good luck. You want to try for any of the bigger ones?" And you look down, and it's like a little faint, like very, very carefully made little clockwork spider. Looks handcrafted. It fits in the palm of your hand,
Oh, that's quite.
and it's got like a little wind-up thing on its back.
Oh yes. I don't want it to like scurry out of my hand and run off, so I'm not going to wind it up right now. But I will have another ring toss, even though I just blew my load
Okay.
on winning that one, as it were.
Yeah. So he says, "Oh, you're going for more."
I mean, why not? I haven't had particularly good luck today, so maybe.
What do you
maybe
mean you
the ring
won?
toss is my.
How is that not good luck?
Well, this is the first time today. Let me tell you.
Okay, so 4 more coppers. You got 5 rings. Roll me 5 dexterity checks.
Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll just queue up 5 20s and we'll just
Yeah,
add
5
two.
d20s, and we'll just add your modifier.
All right, so I can see a natural 19 and a natural 20 there already.
Okay, 2 successes.
And hold on. Oh my god, that just added. Okay, we've got a 19, 3, 13, 20, and 16 are the natural
Yeah,
rolls.
you got. So you got actually
21,
3
5,
successes.
25, 22, and 18. Yeah.
You got 4 successes. Roll me a d20. As you sort of now, like in quick succession, throw these rings out. And he says, "Oh, well, I might have to. Might have to ask you to leave if you're going to be like that. You're taking all the prizes."
Oh, I'm just getting the hang of it. 12 on the D20.
12. Roll me another d100.
D hundo is a 17.
Okay, hold on.
Other
I'm
end of the
trying to
scale.
find-
It's like I either roll like in the low 10s or high 90s, nothing in between.
17.
There's nothing in between.
No, 17. Yeah.
He walks up and he hands you a very small wooden box with. This one needs to be carried a bit in 2 hands, and it's got a bit of a tune-up handle to it.
Oh,
He says, "Here you go. Good luck."
thank you very much.
It starts playing a little song like do 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 do, and you hear someone all of a sudden goes. You look around and you see there's like another person who's throwing rings, a goblin, small, and she like throws the rings, and you see her ears like starts vibrating. It's like, "Sir, could you please turn that infernal sound down?" It's just like do 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 do. Sir, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you now have a musical box that plays music that is very annoying to goblins.
Yeah,
It's
heck, goblins.
amazing.
That's
Oh
so
my
good.
god.
That's so
I love
good.
that.
Not magical, just really annoying to their ears.
Yeah,
Honestly,
It will be
Amazing.
useful one day.
Yeah, oh for sure.
I wish
Okay,
Julia
so
was
Gerald,
actually
you
a
have one
goblin.
more bizarre action you can use.
Like that? Was that bizarre enough?
Haha.
That's
Ha,
pretty good.
ha, ha,
It's pretty weird.
ha,
I like
ha.
that.
Thank you. I mean, I can't imagine Gerald smashing any gourds. is he allowed at the rope pool anymore? I mean, he did get 2 terrible prizes that I don't think I even wrote down.
I mean, of course he can go pull a rope.
Yeah,
Rudy would have explained that he won a deed to a keep from the rope pool to Gerald.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it would have
'cause
come
he
up
would have
with-
he would have wanted to read/ask more about that. So
Maybe you didn't.
perhaps
Then. We'll
later.
revisit that. Yeah.
So you want to pull a rope?
Yeah, let's pull some ropes.
Okay, you walk over and you see the Kenku again and says, "Back for more!"
Yeah.
Well, perhaps my luck's turning today. So yeah, let's.
Of
pull
course
some
it's
rope.
turning. You pay, you pull. We all have a good time.
How much was it?
1 silver piece.
1 silver piece. How many ropes can I pull?
1.
So just 1?
Yes.
Oh,
Unless you want to pay more.
well, yes, as in like, what's the maximum number of ropes I could pay to pull?
1 at a time.
One. Sure. All right. Well, we'll do 1 at a time. Then. So
Okay.
hand over a silver,
Mhm.
and we pull a rope.
You pull a rope. Roll a d20.
17.
17. Roll me a d8.
Oh, an 8.
Ooh.
I was immediately queuing up that 100. D8. 6.
6. You win the same little face paint can that Nana did.
Oh, sweet.
Here you go.
Face paint.
Look, see, your luck did turn. Now don't tell me you never win anything. That's the whole point of this game. You always win.
Some, perhaps more than others.
And still
Uh,
win.
True. Well, let's have another then, shall we?
Okay, but we're gonna move on because that is your 3rd game. So we're just
Oh,
gonna like
of course.
move
Yes.
move on. So we're gonna say that you do more. You got 1 more hour coming. I'm gonna ask Arthur and Rudy. You have done the competition. Are you doing anything else while in the bazaar?
Nah.
No. I think
Nothing at all. Just hanging out.
Well,
I'm gonna say if you choose to do nothing more, you can have that short rest.
okay, that would be appreciated. I will do that.
Yeah, Arthur's gonna have a short rest as well.
Okay, so the 2 of you are just staying in that bar, maybe just
Yeah.
sitting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
drinking, snacking.
Mhm.
Spreading more rumors.
Okay, then we're gonna go Good and Cuddly. You were still at the bar, and you were both in conversation with Titus and Conrad.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything
Yeah.
particular you want to talk to them about, or just have some conversation? I know that George is curious about the key,
Yes.
and you do see it. Like walking up to the bar, you can sense it around his neck. Nana, you cannot see it. It is tucked in under his armor,
Okay. Yeah.
or at least like under his clothes. It's like not visible.
Can I tell that it's under his clothes, or do I just think it's there?
It's more. It's not like under. It's more like it's been laid underneath, like the collar of his undershirt.
How do I get it to be revealed so then I can talk about it without being sussy?
That's a good question.
I'll come back with a couple of pints and accidentally bump into him like I'm tripping and go, "Oh, sorry, I'm hard of sight."
Oh, no worries, friend. I used to be unable to see in the dark myself. I know what it's like to not have good eyesight.
Oh, how did you change that? How can you see better now?
I don't know. Just one day, I could. And he starts like patting himself down, like, don't worry about it. And you see like Rumble is trying to like lick it. And yeah, the key does like eventually drop out and it's just like hanging on a chain.
Oh, that's a fancy necklace you have there. What is? Does it have any special meaning?
Yeah. It's and he looks at his friend and he's like, it's the key to and you see Conrad who's like in the drink. You hear like through the pint, you hear like an organ, Titus. It's called an organ.
I knew it. I need that key.
But aren't organs supposed to be in your body?
I love Titus so much. I've just met Titus, but if anything happens to Titus, I will. Anyway,
Titus is a low intelligence paladin.
I love him so much.
Oh yeah, well, an organ. And when you use the key, you play the organ. Everything spins around, and you can go places.
Oh, I heard a story about that, right? It's in the plane of air or something, or connected to there at least.
I mean, we can go there if we want.
You ever been?
Yeah, I think once. Yeah, but it was just windy and dusty, so we left. And the thing isn't really trustworthy, Titus. Yeah, but, you know, at least it's not as bad as the dog place.
The dog place.
The dog place. There was shadows trying to get in under the door. And he does like a little scurry motion.
Oh, you're so cute.
You're so precious.
I am so torn between stealing this key and letting it be.
Imagine if you just like, oh, I don't know, communicated your wants or desires. Oh my
As you're
gosh.
sitting there, Conrad turns towards the two of you and says, "You all came in with those two fellas. That Dreg was in the competition, right?"
Oh yes, they're all part of our little party.
What's the deal with? And he just like gestures to face.
Oh, it was a really
Arthur?
big cat. You see, we have some pets in the party. You guys understand, right?
Make a deception check. Because he's like looking at you like, please.
27. So shy.
27.
It's
Okay,
a
I'm
good
gonna.
deception roll.
Is this the guy with the sarin rice stuff on him?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he. It's not so much that he believes your lie. He's like, fine, I will pry. We all
And
got
Nana,
secrets.
seeing that he doesn't quite like believe it, she won't say like that he, that he's like lost his face or anything. She'll just be like, oh, you might like Rudy. And then she notices the Sarenrae and just went, oh, he used to be a follower of Sarenrae, so I'm sure you'd have a common history. I think he's gone in a
Used to.
different direction at the moment.
He's
We
giving
all
me bad vibes.
Well, that's
That-
not very nice to judge off of someone's looks. Would you like someone to judge you based on how you look, based on your race?
Actually, yes, that's usually how people see me.
What if you lost part of your face in a fire and they all said that you give them bad looks? How would you feel?
And he sort of like starts pulling one of his sleeves up, and you see his arm is just covered in burns. And he's like, he pulls his collar down, and you see this like disgusting scar. And he's like, and he just like leans in and he says, I was a mercenary on the skirmishes in the Badlands of the North for 20 years. I have seen things. And you know, people say don't judge a book by its cover. But we all read the synopsis before we open it.
I don't. I save
He
judgment.
just
for
huffs
myself.
at you and like goes back to his drink.
It's because George can't read.
Oh, that would have been such a
Oh
good
my
way. It's
gosh.
like, he's like, sir, I'm blind. I can't read. Oh.
Josie, I just want you to know I had to use every fiber of my body not to go who, and when he answered, go asked about the mercenary thing.
I mean, you're allowed to do what you want.
I know.
Oh, I just like how Nana almost got Rudy smited.
And then
Yeah.
Titus turns to Conrad and says, "Calm down, Conrad. We've all got history." And he turns to the two of you again. "I used to be a fighter in the blood pits. Wasn't fun."
No, I imagine not, but it looks like you very much turned your life around, hopefully for the
It was
better.
Caden. Caden helped us all escape. And so I'm trying to
yeah.
pay some homage. You know, he's been good to me. I try to do good by him. It's not always easy. Almost died a few times. All alone,
Oh.
Oh.
underground.
Oh.
And he just starts like, "But we're here now.
What are these conversations?
Everything's fine."
We're here now, and she kind of puts a hand on his forearm and like goes, "And I'll drink to that." And she like,
Cheers. And he just like cheers with you, and you
Yeah.
both drink down. Yeah. If you want, you can use the benefits of your amulet of the drunkard.
"Thank you." Yes, I did. I took the liberty of applying that.
George, are you wanting to do anything else while in this tavern?
George, pry about that
I-
key.
I'm gonna pry about the key and the other places they've been, in the guise of just asking for more stories. And if I get an opportunity, I'm putting a "kick me" sign on the asshole.
Just kick the sign. Can George write?
Probably.
He's going. Technically, he can write. It says he can read and write.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I'm saying like he might be able. I'm saying like he has vocal language, but he's would he have ever been able to properly see enough to learn how to read and write?
Probably not. If he can get Nana to write the sign for him, that is.
I mean, Arthur and Rudy are in the
yeah, I
the
was gonna
building
say
too.
probably at the
He'll,
moment
he'll
he's
try
hearing.
and sneakily get someone in the party to write it without telling them the reason.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna put a "kick me" sign on him without trying to be noticed.
Okay, who would you ask for help making this sign?
Not Nana. She's right there, man.
I don't think Rudy can come near these two without inciting something.
think Arthur wouldn't
the best
ask
choice.
questions about it.
Yeah, that's
So we go to Arthur.
that's the smart choice here.
All right. What do you actually
Would
say?
We
Arthur-
go to dear old dad.
What would you actually say to Arthur though?
Arthur, you know I'm blind. I can't quite write that. I need to write something. Wait, does George know how to spell? He should know how to spell at least, right?
Would he?
I would say he knows how to spell, but not how it would look.
Okay. Yeah. I allow that.
So Arthur, will you do me a favor and just write out Kickme? It's someone's name, and I'm
So-
trying to label a seat for them.
So as Arthur writes out "kick," he's gonna stop. And you said "me."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this would be great to put on Rudy.
Rudy's sitting right next to you.
Yeah, I know. He's purposely saying it like nothing out of Rudy.
Like father, like son.
Well,
And
Thank
then I
you
want you to
not.
make a sleight of hand check, George.
A 30.
30. Yeah, you
Oh
you
my
walk up,
God.
and as you pass by, you just put the sign on the back of this person. Just doesn't even seem to notice. You're just walking by.
Like none of us
Casually
noticed, do
keep
we? Like
asking
no
about
one
the
seems
key
to.
and the story and stuff.
Okay, they tell you some stories about where they've been. They tell you that you learn that the organ they mention, it can only be played while the key is inside a specific lock to the organ, and whenever they play it, they are essentially the entire house in which the organ is placed um, is transported to another plane of existence.
Mm.
That
And they
sounds like a
don't
lovely
have
place to
complete
live.
control of where. They do know that it's limited to, I believe it is 10 different planes, but they can't quite seem to get the hang of always going where they want to.
Question from Cuddly: is there more than one organ? And does Nana know someone with the other organ? Or is her house
You've
just
never
back?
heard about this
Okay, never mind.
ever.
No,
Like,
this is
like you would know what an organ is as far as the instrument,
Hmm.
but you like an organ that you play and you go to another plane of existence.
I thought it was my friend
Never.
who whose house jumps from place to place. I thought I was like, oh my god, I know who has the organ.
No,
But
you know that Finnica's house
Yeah.
jumps within this plane,
oh, okay,
but
okay.
their house goes to different planes.
Anywhere.
yes. I want to ask them where they went after the plane of air because if you remember, I specifically tried to memorize the tune that they did in the plane
Yes.
of air when they left.
Yes.
I can
They
get there.
went. I'm actually gonna. I think I remember. They went to a place where they opened the door and they swear they saw a massive two-legged dragon creature walk by. So they slammed the door shut and they left again. And it was like a big, thick jungle.
Oh.
Prehistoric times. Nana would love it. Or
Uh,
rather, Cuddly would love it.
If Nana hearing this, you would know they're talking about the first world.
Ah. Oh, well, Nana will pipe up with that then. And she might suggest that maybe they went there.
And they said it's very possible they never went back though. They like immediately was like, no, we're leaving.
Nope.
And after that, they went to a plane where all their wounds healed, and then they almost died. Even though, because apparently it was so full of energy that their bodies started deteriorating.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
they went to a place that was just filled with darkness. And then they finally made it back home to this plane where they were like have stayed since.
Well, full tour of the planes by the sounds of things.
They went to a couple of places.
Hmm.
But yeah. Gerald,
Yes.
as everyone else is doing their things and you're playing games and you're walking around the bazaar.
Just trying to have a
Check
normal
my-
human time, you know.
Yeah. Just trying to have a normal human time. And you, at the same time, you're standing, you've just bought yourself a little, like, street food meat stick, like a kebab situation. It's got, like, capsicums, mushrooms, and chicken. And you're just, like, chowing down, and you let out a very, very, like, content sigh. And as you do, you hear someone does it exactly the same time as you, next to you, also holding one of these like little kebab spits. Like,
Ah. Oh. Oh.
oh,
Hello.
and you look and you see a green brown clothed elf with dark almond brown ears, and next to him you see a large dinosaur on two legs, and its scales are emerald green, shimmering in the setting sunlight and the street lamps.
Don't be friends with him.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Hello.
It does the same. Whoa! And you see he's got like big goggles on his forehead.
Oh, sorry. Your green friend startled me there.
I'm sorry. This is Emerald. She's quite fine. No need to worry about her.
Oh yes, she doesn't bite.
She bites
Oh, good.
when I
good.
tell her to.
Ah, well, that's something. Well, nice to meet you, Emerald. I'm Gerald.
As you look at her, she tilts her head to the side and does like the side stare and just leans the head towards you.
Yeah. Yes. Good, Emerald. Hmm. Yes.
You see, like he puts a hand in a little pouch, and it looks like fresh raw meat, and just holds it up, and she just like numbs it from his hand.
Oh, very,
He
very
says,
good.
"I saw you fight in the arena, along
Oh.
with Melivora."
Oh, you know Malivora.
We're acquainted.
Oh, very good. Yes. Yes, we're in the vanguard of the black together.
I've heard that name around. Seem to be
Yes.
doing good work. Good work.
Well, I hope so. I'm trying at least. We're fairly new as far as the things go, so just trying to
You
make a
usually
name for
get
ourselves.
thrown into these kinds of things, don't you?
You really do, don't you?
Yeah, we ended up spending 3 months underground. You have no idea how happy I was to see grass. Well,
I
we
can
spent
imagine.
we spent 2 months underground and then 1 month in the shadow plane.
Shadow plane.
So yes, it
Well,
was
that sounds like a
awful.
nightmare.
It was, yes.
Well, at least we're both here now, right?
Yes, and I'm very, very, very happy to be back on solid ground and sunlight. Looks up into the sky.
We have been to a very few strange places ourselves, and let me tell you, things just keep trying to kill me.
I know, right? Like we get chased by dragons. No, turns out the dragons are nice. Then we have to fight these demon peoples that
Oh
sort
my
of
God,
flay
don't-
themselves to injure us, and
Don't get me
and
started
then
about demons.
and then we had to fight this undead army, and there was a succubus that was lying to us left
Oh,
and right. There
wait, you
were
too?
dwarves.
No, hold on. That's
Yes,
kind of the main thing we're dealing with at the moment is an undead army
dwarves.
and a succubus.
An undead.
Oh yes, that an
He
incredible.
starts looking you over, looking very suspicious.
They're an incredible thorn in our side.
That's what she called us.
That's what she called us too.
Oh. Well, hello, Thorn. It just holds a hand out.
Like wipes off the grease from the stick. Thorns indeed.
Yes. No, she. I don't know how to explain it. She's
How did
just.
you run into her?
Well, if I recall, the first time we ran into her was in the basement of a mansion in Green Harbor.
In Green Harbor? Oh my God, the one with all the
Yes.
mirrors?
Yes! You've been?
Oh, twice now.
Wait,
They're bonding over
So
this.
good.
why?
Was the worst.
Wait, she's still there?
Oh well, funny you should ask. The first time we went there, she wasn't there, and we smashed all the mirrors, and
Oh, yeah, we did that too.
they keep reforming. The second time we were there, they were being put back
You
together.
know, I'm actually not surprised. I'm actually not surprised.
But she has recently moved back in. Apparently, she's even been putting false memories into the townspeople and changing.
Oh, God. Is
charming
Amanda okay?
people. Amanda?
The card captain.
Oh,
The one
guard
we caused
captain.
trouble
Oh,
for
she
with
is-
just
she
by
seemed
being there.
very stressed.
I'm sure. I'm sure she is. It was a lot that happened.
Yes, well, we managed. We did fix the memories of the mayor at the very least, but it's yes, she's making moves in there again, and it's a
Oh.
whole thing.
Might have to go kick her out again then, I suppose.
We offered to, but the Amanda was very much keen on the status quo for some reason.
Well, that's fair. Last time we evicted her, like a whole bunch of people got really sick. There was like a lot of people had blackouts, lost time. Turned out, yeah, it's like we were talking about like almost 100 people in not only Green Harbor but in Southport as well. They were just apparently under some form of mind control, and then they lost all the time. So
Sounds about right, really, doesn't it?
yeah. I mean, she's a real
sorry.
bitch.
Oh, totally. She like came at us and started throwing disintegration rays once. Who does that?
She can use disintegration rays.
Oh yes. It's not great.
That,
You should
wait,
see.
no,
you
no,
should
it makes
see our
sense.
cleric,
It
Rudy.
makes sense.
He's messed up.
You have a cleric?
Yes.
We do.
Rudy McGee.
Keeps nagging about the light of the Everflame and the Dawn Flower, and yeah, we gotta be truthful and we gotta show mercy. And no.
Aren't you glad that
If
Rudy's
someone
not...
tries to kill me, I kill them first.
Well, that seems only obvious to me, but Rudy is much the same sometimes. He's like, oh, Ergothoa, blah blah blah. Oh, I've got to steal everyone's bones. Oh, blah blah blah.
Wait,
It's
who's Argathoa?
very disturbing. Oh, she's another deity.
Oh. Okay.
It's,
There's
of death.
look,
or
I
something.
stopped paying attention after it was whole wild thing. Like we all had these visions where people were standing in circles around us and they were like,
No.
oh, choose one or choose none.
No way. No, you're making that. Surely not.
No, they were all like wearing gray hoods, and I was in the middle of a
they were all
forest.
robed, and then they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, this is the
Then there was like one
divine,
big one was talking. Yeah, and there was
it
like,
was like-
oh, you gotta pick.
What do they
and
call it?
there
The
were like a few
divine
petition.
petition. Yes.
Yes.
No. Well, we have a lot in common.
Yes.
It seems.
And I had to choose, and it was like, why I didn't really want
You know,
to.
who would want to get deeper into that mess?
Really,
Then you
and
can't
then it was
exactly
like,
say no when there's gods like you got to pick, and they're like,
yeah,
oh, you
there
can
was
pick
this
nothing,"
one
and then you're
weird
like, "Why
dude
would
that
I
had
pick
like there was
nothing?
like
That's
this one
terrifying."
really. They were like really like annoying that they were like,
Oh.
oh, you choose one or choose none, and they were like, oh, we'll give you all these powers, and it's like that's not really an option. If you're giving us powers and you know we're in trouble, of course we're gonna say yes.
Well, yes.
And then it was like there was this, I don't know, silver person, and there was someone with a deer head, and then there was this thing that was literally just water.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't have great options for a couple of reasons, but yes, it was. I guess it worked out, kind of, but it really.
I mean,
it's
you're not
really
dead. That's usually a win.
Well, I did die once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry
thank you.
about that.
It was pretty
Yeah.
awful. I don't recommend it.
I almost lost Emerald here, and like taps on Emerald's shoulder. And this entire time, because your passive perception is not the best, it's better than it used to be.
Oh yeah,
But you
but
finally
that's only because
clocked.
the hat.
You
is just
finally
like,
clocked
hey,
that the
hey.
one that he's only been using his right hand this entire time, and you see what looks like a giant oven mitt on his left hand.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And you just walk and talk, and he complains about their group a lot. Like he's taking this opportunity to vent hardcore.
Oh yeah. So was Gerald.
Yeah, and so he tells you like, and then there's this little shit Peblin who just keeps murdering people, keeps taking their things.
Oh.
And we've got short Titus might not be the smartest person, but at least he listens. You know, he's a good boy. Is all I can say. He's just a good boy. Uh, we've got Conrad, who's just holier than thou. You know, like all righteous. Ugh.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and well, to be fair, we gotta give him some kudos. He did once sacrifice himself for the group. We managed to save him though.
Oh,
It was really rough.
it
And if it
sounds
wasn't for him, we wouldn't have found Vada. Actually, she's supposed to be around here somewhere.
Vado.
Yes, this little girl we picked up along the way. Really.
Oh, that tends to happen. You get random stowaways showing up.
Yes, yes. Did you know that once we just woke up, then there was a dog in Titus' bed?
What?
Like out of nowhere. There was just a dog there.
Oh, you won't believe this. Get this.
Tell me.
We
Please.
fished up a mimic, and the
A
others
mimic.
thought it was a great idea to keep it as a pet.
Oh, he just starts like rubbing his temples.
Yeah. And now I have to live with a mimic that keeps eating my socks.
You know, honestly, I know where you're at. Like, puts a hand on your shoulder. Conrad picked up an egg that was given to him by a fire elemental.
Oh no.
And the thing hatched. And now we've got this fucking Drake following us along, thinking he's its mother.
Oh, that can't do. No. Oh. Oh, even the thought of giving one of my friends an egg is, and having it hatch, there is no getting rid of that thing.
No, it's not. And they are not responsible parents.
It was like, oh, pets are such a great idea. It's like pets aren't just for
Until-
a season.
Until it becomes the entire group's responsibility. Even though they said, no, I'll take care of it. I'll walk
yes.
it. I'll clean up its poop and feed it.
Yes, next minute you're trying to find goblins to feed to a mimic. That's what I see coming.
Yes, exactly. Ah,
But
I
still,
know your pains, Gerald.
they're not bad sorts, though. You know, like
And as you keep walking, before we go into the next hour, he says, and did I tell you that Kiba is a werewolf?
what?
And we come into the next hour.
Yes, I love this so much. Oh my god.
We're like kindred spirits.
I just
Yeah. And
if you don't-
we're going to go on our little break here, I feel, to refresh
I was-
drinks
I was
and
just-
empty bladders.
I was just going to ask real quick, Josie. For those people who don't know, this character that Gerald is talking to is a party member from the other adventuring party who are adventuring around Dramonia, which is Josie's other D&D
Yes.
campaign that she runs
I was just
IRL. I'm
letting
pretty sure. Yeah.
Orbeez chat know that too.
Josie's,
Yeah.
Josie's home game, right?
Mm.
Yeah, they don't
And, yeah.
actively play this campaign anymore. But like timeline-wise, they did stop just before where we are now.
Ah, there you go.
And they do have an old temple with an organ where if you play it and you succeed a performance check, you can actually choose which plane to go to. There's like a massive
Fantastic.
orrery in the ceiling
Mm.
that spins when you play.
I was
Nice.
curious as to whether you were going to run this event with the other group and then have them meet us and have the conversations based on how we reacted, but if they stopped.
I mean,
then it would
I've
be
I've talked to them,
Mm.
some of them, about it.
Mm.
The reason that party isn't really playing anymore is because we lost half the players
Ah.
to you know, real life stuff,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
so we're playing
That is
another campaign.
incredibly,
Fair enough.
incredibly typical for most
the-
campaigns.
Yeah, but that campaign did go for 2 years.
Nice.
They,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
pretty good.
they were through some stuff. But yes, we'll take a little bit of break. I'm gonna run some ads. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a jiffy.
We just
Alright.
ran ads, but we'll run some more ads just while the break's going. I know to those of you who just saw ads, I do apologize, but it's probably better that we do it now rather than while we're actually playing the game. So bear with us for a little bit longer, everyone.
Yes.
Right. I'll be right back.
Yes, BRB squad, make sure you all get some water, go hydrate, go relieve yourselves, get a snack if you've got them, and we'll be back.
And I will be here. I will be taking care of chats. You guys better be behaving this time. No riots this time. Cuddly cannot stay. Cuddly must also refresh her drink and stuff. Jason, I will fight you. I have all the chats open. I can see all of you all at once. Only riots. No, Dunk, no. Dunk, you're supposed to be the good one. Larzaban, you're also supposed to be a good one. Why are you guys always like this? Every time. I'm gonna start leaving you guys too when they go on break. Then you guys will have no one. And this will be all on you. Will you be happy then? Pay you in sweets. I have some Caprico. I got some from the market. I have some strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla if you guys want that. Josie,
I'm
welcome
back.
back. Thank
What
you.
did I miss?
They were gonna
happened?
riot.
No, no rioting.
They always riot when you guys leave me alone.
I mean, sorry.
I told them
happens.
that I'm gonna start leaving with the rest of you too, so then they have to be alone in silence if they don't stop.
Silence.
Yeah, it'll be like grounding.
Empty violence.
Empty.
Empty. Empty. Riot, riot, riot. How you doing, Guda?
I am all right. I am formulating plans.
Formulating plans.
Yes. A potential equivalent exchange or a friendly wager, perhaps. If this group also passes the next part and it gets to PvP, why not a friendly little wager, you know?
Oh, you want to try to win the key in a bet?
Yes. I figure that's fairer than just stealing it because we do kind of like these guys, except for the Saren Ray person. But it's okay. I got my revenge. He was mean to Rudy, and he's going to get kicked by strangers.
For like some meta purposes, I can tell you that Conrad was also given the choice between Urgathoa and Saren Ray.
Of course.
When I told the player about when Rudy did that thing, he was like, "Oh, that's so cool," because he wanted to go Urgathoa, but he didn't feel like his character would, because his character Conrad is all like, all my friends died on the battlefield, and then he found God, basically. Like in the war, he was like, "What's the point?" Like he was about to give himself up to die on the battlefield when he heard a little whisper who was like, don't give up.
Every time we mention the divine petitions, I keep wondering if I made the wrong decision. Decision guilt, you know?
I mean, that happens. I'm having a hard time remembering what your choices were.
The sneaky guy. I always forget their names.
Norgorber, yes.
Noggerber, who I turned down immediately.
Yeah, he's pretty much the god of thieves and assassins in secret.
Yes. So, which George is at times, cough cough last session, but also he has morals to it. He has a limit to it. So it was an immediate no there. And then it came down to the last two, and I keep going back and forth in my mind if I was correct in choosing Mommy Desna, or if I should have gone the other route or chose neither at the time.
So
I go back and forth on it, especially with this King arc. I feel like if I chose the other one, I could have really stuck it to him, and the goddess would have been like, "Yeah." Get him!
I'm trying to see if I have notes anywhere on when you got to do that, but I don't think so. Nope. Don't think I have. Huh. Oh, well.
Hello.
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 What are you eating, Cuddly?
I'm eating chocolate.
Oh my god.
Chocolate.
Please
Chocolate.
keep. Please keep.
Chocolate.
Thank you.
Let me baby dirt it to you.
Cuddly, chat didn't want you to leave.
What?
They were really sad when you left. Nady said, "Cuddly, stay."
Oh, I'm sorry, Nene.
We're all sad when you leave.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
You're so
Sorry.
cute.
Sorry
Um,
doesn't fucking cut it.
Can I get a 1 across all the chats if you think Cuddly is cute?
What? No.
1.
No. 0.
1.
0.
1.
You know,
One.
AussieDevFro, type 0.
1.
What?
Type
You
1
didn't
in
One.
chat.
What it was
One.
for?
Oh, sorry. In chat? Okay. There we
Oh
go.
my
Yes.
god.
Why? What are we doing?
1 in
One.
chat if you think Cuddly is cute.
Oh,
You didn't
shit.
even know what you started doing.
Cuddly, I got you back.
Jason said 7. Nady said 48 and 19. Y'all don't think Cuddly's cute?
Pabor says 11.
Oh, double
Double
cute.
I'm not sure, Josie, if you've been keeping track of my chat, but Donkin Dice said, imagine a campaign where a town is cursed, and if anyone stops making noise, they are turned gold because silence is golden.
Ooh, I like that.
Also, and this is directly to you, Josie, in Solasta during a multiplayer playthrough, after over 100 attempts to actually get it, Divine Intervention worked on the air elemental phase before the final boss.
That's cool. I know which yeah. Oh my god. The fucking final boss in Crown of the Magister.
See, now you're making me
I
wanna
was
play it.
not prepared. I was not prepared for the shenanigans that went down. And there's like so many fights. So many fights back to back. Ugh.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna sneeze.
Pika
Maybe not.
Pika.
I had chocolate and I'm like, do you ever get like when you eat something really sweet or like chocolate or
Yes,
peanut
the
butter
nose
and you just
tickle.
sneeze right after? Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. I haven't. Usually people get it from mint. AussieDevFro. It's okay. I just had a lint like truffle, so.
I'll show
Might
you
I
what I
add,
have.
February 15th was when we bought it because it was half off. So
Yeah.
that's the strat if you ever want to know.
Oh, absolutely. I work at a Kmart, so like
Yeah.
the day after, you just go ham. It's easy.
But do you know the witch at Woolworth?
Yeah, I do. I do now because we had a big talk about this.
Yeah. Just be careful what you wish for. The witch at Woolworth might be listening.
I posted what my chocolate is in the chat.
Aww.
Chocolate? I want chocolate.
Yeah.
I have like Nutella, a whole big jar of
Mm.
Nutella.
Just go get like a
Funnily
big
enough, I
spoonful.
don't like Nutella.
I have a couple of times, Cuddly. I've been just like, I'm just gonna, grab a spoonful of Nutella.
That's what you gotta do sometimes.
Gotta do,
Look.
because I don't actually like putting Nutella on stuff. I prefer just eating it as it is.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine,
that's
yeah.
that's fine. Look, when it was
Hold on,
wait,
I gotta.
it was like
Larsipan posted a picture of Geralthasar to me, and I'm gonna put it
oh
in
my
the dice
god,
tray.
please put it in the dice tray. Wait, I'm in the wrong Discord. Hold on. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just in the wrong thing. Oh my god. That's it.
That
How'd
is
you find
definitely
this? That's him.
Geralthasar.
That's
Just
That's
put
him.
Geralthasar.
You just need to put it in
That's it.
Photoshop and Photoshop a dread helm on it, and it's done.
Yeah,
That's it.
put a helmet on it.
Put a helmet on him. Just referencing back to the Solasta final boss, Donkadai says that they were overprepared. They brought a library of scrolls and potions with a cleric with an AC of 28 and a
Okay.
clock
Oh,
that gives
well,
the blur effect.
That's really good.
A rogue that sneak attacked for 45 damage a turn. A warlock with a buffed up Eldritch Blast. And a druid who regretted going with Spirit Bond Animal Companion.
Look,
Or
I
cloak.
didn't even have a cleric. I did not have a cleric.
That sounds terrible. How could you not have a rogue?
I had a sorcerer, a wizard, a paladin, and a rogue.
Well, there's your you didn't have a druid. That was your
I didn't have a
problem.
ranger.
Actually, druids didn't exist in Solasta when I started my first campaign. They were added in later.
Are you personally attacked there, Cuddly?
I just need a moment.
And I'm gonna be honest. If it's Duncan Dice who's talking about Solasta, balanced druids are broken. That's all I have to say. They're balanced druids, which is a Solasta like only subclass for druids, which is a healing class. So broken.
Right. Yeah, Duncan Dice agrees. They said yes, they are.
Because they get access to all healing spells and like resurrection spells, and whenever they heal someone, you also heal them again at the start of their turn.
Ooh.
So if someone goes down, like the whole thing about, because sometimes in D&D you heal someone a little bit and they go down immediately, but with this, they don't need to roll death saves because they will automatically come back up at the start of their turn. And it's just...
So I've been thinking about how the recent trip with George has affected Nana, and I feel like because she's so concerned for the party, that maybe she would get more into the healing side of things. And I've heard of this really cool subclass. You may not know of it. And I was hoping that maybe she could just subclass her way into that. Anyway, what do you think,
We
Josie?
don't need more heals in the party. We got heals out the frickin' wazoo.
No, we
Yeah,
need
but
more
when
heals.
you go down, then we need
Hello.
bigger
I heard of
heals.
that.
Hello.
Wait,
Welcome
what
back.
do you mean Rudy go down? Rudy doesn't go down. What are you talking about?
Rudy
Uh-oh,
doesn't
it's
go.
After
Okay,
the
who
third
got eaten?
disintegration
Who got
ray.
Really goes down.
Oh my God.
He doesn't
the
have any
devil goes
lips.
down.
How does it work, Roju?
Okay,
No,
we are going to go in. We're going to get back
Wise
into the
choice.
game. We're going to go into, it is 5 p.m. in the city of the Ivory Hold. The festivities are still going. The sun has disappeared beyond the mountain range. So everything's still festive. Magical lampposts are being lit. The sky is still blue, just about heading into evening time. We are in early springtime, just so that everyone knows. On the yearly calendar, we're early springtime. It's starting to get chilly, but there's still like a lot of movement. You know, this is like the people who have been working during the day are finally getting off work, and they are filtering into all the festivities and whatnot. And you still have the big final at the Sunlock Arena coming. So I'm gonna ask George to roll me a d6.
This is how many gods are coming to arrest you.
They
Look,
would
we've
have
had
to
a
catch
talk.
me first.
We've had a
have
talk.
Oh
We
no.
can take him.
Oh no.
Also, Roju, if you look in the
Yes.
dice tray, Lars Penn found a picture of Geralthasar, just missing the helmet.
Oh,
That's right, by the way, Josie.
that is very extra.
What did you get for George?
3.
3, reroll.
Not good enough. Roll again.
But I rolled a 3 again.
Nope, no 3s.
Again.
3 is not an option.
A 6.
A 6. Oh my god, that fits so good. Okay, we're gonna get to that one last. Which means, Rudy, you are the last person for this hour.
Oh, no.
Perfect.
Yeah, on the events, I'm gonna just put it down right here so you can start preparing yourself mentally. George, you rolled a 6, which means that Conrad confronts Rudy.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Yes. Okay.
It's written
Let's go.
right here. I can show you proof.
Oh my God.
So I use my luck point, my hero point to reroll.
No,
You do that in the system, right?
no. I
Hero points?
sadly no. I love you, and we have to play Pathfinder 2 some days where you can do that.
You got the reference. I knew you would.
I just
Oh.
love that they have a built-in luck point system.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Josie, you're
So,
right.
like-
Focus.
You're a little unfocused, yes.
Hold on.
But yeah, so hero luck points are
Perfect.
very nice. Because you can
Now.
bribe the GM for more.
You can.
You can, yes. And
What
we
do I have to do to
actually in
bribe
my
the
home
DM?
in my home game we actually had like coins. So whenever they used their hero points, we yelled, "Pay the lady!"
My favorite thing is
mean-
bribing GMs with food.
We used to have inspiration, but
Ooh.
we gave that rule up.
Mm.
So
Yeah, but the way it works in
Well, you
in
give it
the
up for a
Pathfinder
bar.
2 is that you can like accumulate more, and the more you have, you can do different things with them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
okay.
Plus,
Yeah,
you
and-
you have a bard now. Why do you need inspiration? I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
inspiration for you.
True. We
Ah.
just like kind of roped a bard into coming
But-
along.
It
I
is
got
5 p.m. We're saving Rudy for last.
Yeah.
What is everyone else doing?
Thanks, Nana.
Arthur wants to
I
go
didn't
pull
do
some rope-
anything.
Arthur wants to do what?
Pull some rope.
Arthur wants to go. Are you playing games for your hour?
That Kenku is doing.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, you want to go pull some ropes?
Yep.
Let's go.
From crazy.
I don't think Arthur's been there to get rope.
We
pulled.
we
I
went
mean, you
together
read-
to
you-
get
you-
the
Yeah,
scroll.
you went with Rudy.
Oh,
You
yeah, to do
didn't-
the donkey thing, the dragon thing.
Yeah, and then
No,
we
you were
pulled rope.
there when Rudy.
We were together.
Looking to win.
Hey, I'm here to pull some rope.
Okay, a silver piece per rope.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Okay.
Let me pull it out. All right.
And do note, like for like storytelling purposes, you're not just doing this for an entire hour. This also takes in the time of walking up and
Oh, yeah.
down, looking at like in shops, you know, maybe
Yep.
buying little treats here and there.
Yep.
So
Oh.
people don't think you're just like beelining it there, pull 3 ropes, and an hour has magically passed.
Wow. Yes. So Arthur will pull the rope. What do I have to
Yep.
pull?
Roll a d20.
Number 4.
Number 4, roll me a d100.
That would be a 56.
56. You pull a rope, and at the end hangs an old rusty iron key.
Oh, what does this do?
I don't know. Unlock something?
What does it unlock?
I don't know. Found it in the gutter. Surprise! You want to pull another rope?
No, I think I'm going to pin the tail on the dragon.
You're lost.
I freaking love it.
Yeah, Arthur fucking walks away from that.
Okay, you want to pin the tail on the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. You 2 copper pieces per attempt.
Yep. Done.
Make a perception check. You do have advantage because of keen hearing. Says you are blindfolded. You cannot rely on sight.
Here we go. 18.
18 is exactly what you needed. So you look
Cool.
up and you have just about put the tail within the circumference of the area that is a winning zone. Like
Sweet.
just on the cusp. The person who's running it even looks up and like, fine, you win. And just so roll me another d20 for rewards.
D20 going. 10.
10, roll me another d100.
Doing it right now. 39.
So he walks up with an old burlap sack, hands it to you, like, put your hand in and grab whatever you find. And you put your hand in, you find something, and you pull it back up, and it's an empty perfume bottle.
Oh, thanks. Arthur really looks at it.
You're
and like,
welcome.
is it really empty?
I don't know.
Ugh. What was the other game? What was the?
There's the
Ring?
gourd smashing.
Yeah,
That
Arthur's
no one
gonna
has done.
Smashing.
Arthur's
Yeah,
gonna
do
get
that.
gourds to smash some gourds.
Okay, 5 copper pieces, and you are handed a wooden mallet, and there's just these various sized like gourds in a little farm patch, and there's a bunch that have been smashed. They have a big cart with new one where they put in, and you just have to manage to break it in one attack.
One unarmed attack you're talking about?
No, this is it would be considered an unarmed attack. It is a wooden mallet, so I'm gonna say roll an unarmed attack, but you make a D4 plus strength damage.
Alright.
Oh,
Unarmed
you have
attack.
that Belton.
That's 14.
14 hits, yes.
Oh, he does too.
Oh, he has.
And
So-
what was it? D4.
1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Which would be +6. Okay. So that would be 9.
9. So you walk up, you find the biggest gourd, and you're like, easy. One-handed. Smash! The pumpkin just caves in. And roll me a d20.
Then another 100.
Depends on what the d20 says.
2.
2? Yes, roll me another d100.
31.
31. Inside the smashed pumpkin, you find a silver badge in the shape of a 5-pointed star.
Oh.
That has a little pin needle on it.
Oh.
Does it say sheriff?
Oh,
Arthur
No,
pins
it doesn't say anything.
there's a
Other-
new sheriff in
Arthur
town.
Yeah,
pins it
you
straight
and
on.
you the like one of the workers walk over, they take the mallet, they start like scooping up the remains of the pumpkin and put a new one in place.
And then after that, Arthur's just gonna head back to where Rudy and Nana would hang out.
Okay. What is Gerald doing? You have since split off from Fendel, the elf.
Oh, okay. um, what would I be doing? Because he's weak. So like, I can't imagine him thinking arm wrestling's a good
Could
idea.
short rest.
Drinking's a bad idea. I could short rest. Could I do like?
I'll say if you do just one thing, because I did allow Rudy a short rest after drinking competition.
Okay. All right. I will do one thing. You know what? Let's make it random. Can I roll a dice, and I'm just gonna head to a thing, and
Okay, hold on.
and you can just tell me what it is.
Roll a d6. Roll me a d6.
Oh my god! Why does my
This
mouse
is
keep
Gerald.
disappearing?
Let's do the hat decide. What does the hat want to do?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll let the hat decide. Where's my dice? Here we go. D6. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. 5.
5 is gourd smashing.
The hat wants
Oh
to see
my
your weenie
God.
arm smash a gourd.
Yeah,
Let's go.
so you walk by just to watch Arthur do it
Oh,
without
I see. I
issue.
see Arthur. I'm like, oh, hello, Arthur.
Oh, Gerald, you come to watch me, have you?
Oh no, I was just idly strolling, seeing what caught my fancy, and I just spotted you here.
Oh, well, you should give it a go.
Why not? I suppose. Not really my thing.
Five copper pieces, and you get a wooden mallet.
And is the
I
mallet
just
like
wanna
thicker than
laugh
his
at you.
arm? Like, is the mallet thicker than his arm?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. I mean, I'm proficient with simple weapons. Would this count as having
Yeah,
proficiency?
It would. Can I ask what your strength modifier?
Oh, it's a -1.
Same, same.
Yeah. So it's
I'm,
solid.
I'm okay. So roll to hit.
Okay. Where? All right. Oh, that's just unarmed strike anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's because it's proficiency.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'll just roll that one. Oh, that was almost
Gerald-
a 20. 18.
Gerald walks
to
up.
hit.
Okay, roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
As Gerald walks up, brandishing this mallet,
One.
and you swing down with all your might. And you said you had a -1 strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you just swing down. You hit the pumpkin square on. There's no mark left on the pumpkin.
You know what? I'm just imagining it like a cartoon where he hits it and then Gerald's the one moving. Like,
Yeah, like you smash as hard as you can, drawing all the strength. And there's just like, doof.
Nice.
And
Gerald
just
is not
even
smashing pumpkins.
like even one of the staff looks up and comes over and says like, you would have gotten it if you've gotten a second. Looks at the pumpkin. Third try.
Perhaps it was just had a tougher top on it. Perhaps.
Maybe,
No.
maybe. You want to go
Okay.
again?
Can another swing? Just one more swing, and then I'll call it a day. I think.
yeah, you got this, Gerald. You
Thank
show what he's
I will say that Gerald does not have the physical capabilities of actually breaking these.
Oh.
You with a
So good.
d4 -1, you cannot hit enough. Like you cannot deal enough damage to actually break one open.
That's so
Oh
beautiful.
no.
Do you want me to come hold
What?
your hand?
Yeah. What if Arthur,
Hold on, hold on.
teaching someone to golf helps Gerald swing?
No, I mean that's
That's
basically two
fine.
people swinging. Hold on.
Nana was gonna
You
wild shape
need,
into a
to
horse.
be able to
Yeah.
up your damage somehow. That's the issue.
Mhm.
George
Have
is-
you considered, Gerald? Have you considered giving the pumpkin emotional damage?
Mm.
Have I considered giving
Fireball.
myself a hand, a mage hand specifically?
It does, like,
It can't be worse than a -1.
Because like,
Would it give you a
That's like-
0?
'cause you can
Yeah,
have-
that's
'cause you can
technically-
use a hand to manipulate an object.
yeah, but it also states it
it
cannot deal
can't,
damage.
it can't attack. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Hmm.
It just steadies
So
your hand.
we're
and you're
gonna
like,
we're gonna leave Gerald as he's like doing brain math, trying to
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out if this is actually
Maybe I can
possible.
find like a hairline fracture that I can. Like, fit on both sides.
But you do get to take your short rest.
Okay.
But we're gonna move over. What is George doing?
Is the other party still in the bar, or are they wandering
No,
off?
they would have left. They would have left.
All right. It is games time. I haven't played a game
Oh.
yet.
Okay, so what are you playing?
I think first of all, I want to try the ring toss.
Okay, make the ring toss. Let's see. Ring toss is 5 copper pieces, and you need to make me 5 dexterity checks. As you walk up and you see the Fire Ganassi standing there. Oh, welcome in, Sonny. You got this. Come on. Here are the
Alright.
rings.
First
Easy
dexterity
peasy.
check. Oh, 13.
And I will say you can see now with your goggles on. It's dark enough to
Oh,
where.
thank goodness. Oh, then I should have pinned the tail. I can see. I should have asked for like.
You
an
can do
Damn
multiple
it, I'm-
games
I'm
in
going
1
to-
hour.
You can do
Oh, that's
3.
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly
I'm going to
now
pin the
the
tail
sun
next.
has gone.
Okay,
Alright,
so give me 5
13.
dexterity checks. 13, fail.
17,
Success.
9,
Fail.
24. It's a
Success.
nat 20.
The nat 20
16.
doesn't help you. 16. See, you got this. Roll me a d20 because you did get 3 successes.
That's a physical dice thing because I do not have the digital dice.
A dice?
The dice,
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 dice?
the dice, dice.
Ah, I have Perseus dice. Do not let me down. A 17.
A 17. Roll me a d8.
Ooh.
That's a D10. That's another D10. That's a D6. That's a D12. That's a D8.
The eternal struggle.
Hmm.
5.
5. Okay, let me just find the appropriate page again. A 5. You are handed for your success. He says, "Well done, kid. I got something just for you." And he hands you what looks like a horn of some kind that has spiral. It's spiraling and it's got rainbow colors. And it's been hollowed out and it's filled with little hard candies in the wax paper.
I know who to give this to. I know a little kid who seems to like sweets.
What else are you wanting to do with your hour?
I want to pin the tail on the dragon.
Okay.
And I want to play the blind card.
You want to play the blind card? Okay, then first I'm going to ask for a deception check.
Yes. A 30?
Yeah, you walk up, you got your goggles off, your eyes are completely like milky white glazed over. And you can tell they're like a little bit like, "Oh, are you sure? Are you sure? I
Yeah.
mean, oh, okay.
I bet you.
You know what?
I
You know
can
what?
do it.
You know what? You only need to spin 3 laps and then you can go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Look, you're just playing the blind child card.
Yeah,
I don't think
know.
Yeah.
I know. It's dirty and I love it.
so. Yes, make a perception check.
Now this is the problem.
But if you can just see.
Oh, 29.
Yeah,
Fine.
no issue. No issue at all. Like they spin you 3 times, you can see clearly exactly where it is.
I can see it clearly now.
And
Dragon
you
stuff.
take a few like staggering fake steps, and then you just pin it. And you don't pin it perfectly. You make sure to be like a little bit off, so it's enough of a ruse. But you do pin it in within where you need to. So it costs 2 copper pieces to play the game, and you do get to roll a d20.
I just put it away. I didn't actually expect to hit it.
I mean, you have a plus 13, and the DC is
I
not much
Actually,
higher.
kind of expected to have some sort of disadvantage. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't.
I rolled another 17.
Another 17.
My dice
Okay,
like
so
rolling doubles
roll me
today.
roll me another d8 then.
I had the double 3, now the double 17. If I get another 5, I'm going to laugh.
Well, you're going to jail. That's what happens. 3
Mm.
doubles.
An 8.
An
Oh no, we're
8.
not playing Monopoly.
You are given a sock puppet that has a little wizard hat on it.
Oh, I know who to give this to too. Everyone gets a present.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
And I will say, this is, you quickly realize this is actually a minorly magical item. By putting the sock puppet on and waving its arms, you can use the magic illusion cantrip. Or no, the minor
Oh.
illusion cantrip.
Oh, that's so
No, I'm sorry, Gerald. This is mine.
I can already cast minor illusion, so it's fine.
I mean, I can as well, but
This is more fun.
Yeah. Plus, you can like mimic Gerald's voice as you do it,
Exactly.
which is like even better.
I'm going to make a play of Gerald the Tsar.
Oh.
Please.
You have one more. You can either play one more game or go for one item. What is on your to-do list, George?
I really want to steal. I really shouldn't steal.
Do not steal. This
I'll go-
time.
This time.
This.
I'll go pull a random rope.
Okay.
This Kenku.
Uh-oh, not the yawns.
You walk up, you see a Kenku who's currently handing a little satchel of something to someone who's been pulling a rope. It says, "You want to pull?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 silver piece."
Well, that's expensive. George says that. Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, well, it's a guaranteed win. You always get something.
Always a guaranteed win when I play.
What's that?
Nothing. I'll play and I give him the silver coin.
Roll a d20.
16 this time.
16.
I
Still a
cannot go to
d8.
jail.
Still a d8.
Five.
5. You get another fake unicorn horn filled with candy.
Nice.
Well, that is okay.
Nana, what are you spending this hour on?
Let's see. First, actually, I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Because Nana didn't partake in the drinking contest, would that constitute a short rest? Not that I think she really needs it for anything.
Yeah, she could. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
Cool.
She said she was allowed one.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so, and then I didn't want to click it until I was positive. She kind of sees everyone going off for stuff, and then she kind of thinks to herself, like, you know what, I should do a bit more shopping.
Okay.
So I think she's gonna go shopping.
Going shopping.
Going shopping, and she's got a list. Let me
She's
pull it
got
out.
a list.
She's got a list, and she's checking it twice, but actually I'm checking it twice. So
Okay.
what I need is I need a tassel for Vinny.
Easy enough to find.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
you
need
find
that.
a little knick-knack, some little knick-knack stalls. Everything is, however, like themed for the day's festivities.
I'm guessing
So
it
you
would be
get a little gold and white tassel. It costs you 4 copper pieces. Depending on how big. If you want a bigger size, it's 8 copper pieces.
Go big. Go big.
Yeah, he got bigger, so he's gonna need a bigger tassel at this point, I think. So we'll definitely get that. That is definitely okay. 8 gone. Cool. You know how you like sometimes dress up your pets like in little costumes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking for a bow tie that would fit a chicken.
Easy enough, yes.
Okay. How much would that cost?
I'm gonna say depends on how nice you want it to be.
Oh,
Go nice.
yeah. Like I'm thinking pretty nice because he needs to look very spiffy.
A silver piece.
A silver piece. Okay, that is easy enough. And they look at me like I'm nuts. What color is it? I just have to know.
It is blue with red polka dots.
That is very nice. That is perfect for RT Jr. Not to be confused with RD Jr., but RT
Yeah.
Jr. His name is Arthur Jr. because he kept strutting around like he was a rooster. Didn't realize.
Yeah, and already takes too much after Rudy to be,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
totally forgot this.
I know you did, so I'm here to remind you. The third thing is, and I don't know if this is actually going to be available, and it's fine if it's not. Would this region have like something like a stone or like a precious gem that sort of is like unique to them? Like even just like a little, you know how kids sometimes pick up like gemstones from shops and
There
stuff?
is a gem trader.
Okay.
And they do have some locally mined amethyst.
Yeah, that
And
would.
it's they say it's an amethyst, and for all intents and purposes, it is an amethyst. But rather than having that purple, there's almost like veins of milky white inside that purple as well.
Ooh, yeah, she's gonna buy that for her dad. How much
Okay.
would that cost her?
How big do you want it to be? There is like one of those like geode stones for 10 gold where they have a little stone they've cracked open and it's got like the inside is lined with little ones.
Yeah, maybe that. Because I was thinking initially paperweight size, but that would be like big enough for him to see. I
No, well,
think.
it's still like this. It's like a
It's
little
like-
bowl
But it's
sized.
you know what? Yeah, let's do it. 10 gold
Just 10
pieces.
gold.
Let's go. For dear old
You
dad.
know, one of those geode stones that's
Yeah.
like you crack open and there's pretties inside.
Yeah, and she wraps that one very carefully and then puts it in her bag. Cool. That's
So we
that's her
come-
done. She's happy.
We come to Rudy. As you go to leave the tavern, you're stopped by Conrad.
Sorry, I
He
didn't
says,
see you
so
there."
I heard you turned your back on Saren Ray.
Oh, well, like, that's... Not sure how you got that information, but turn your back.
Well,
as
your
a-
friend told me.
I didn't
My
mean to.
friend... Damn it, Arthur. Look,
Got away with it.
turn... Well, look, there's a whole long story here, but turn your back is a little bit of a strong word. I wouldn't explain it like that.
Then how would you explain it?
Well, am I being interrogated or am I being asked over a friendly drink?
Interrogated.
Huh.
Oh, well.
Well, that seems
At least he's honest.
that seems fairly harsh
I
for
mean,
somebody you
that's-
just
Kind of
met.
his thing.
That's the trait of Saren Ray.
Should we be
right
doing
there.
it here while everybody's having a good time, or should we find somewhere else?
Well, why don't we step into my office? And he gestures towards an alleyway.
I think your office needs a bit of a sweep. I'm pretty sure someone threw up over there as well.
Yes. And I think it was Rumble.
Now we're getting somewhere. Rudy follows him into the alley.
Yeah.
He figures that was light enough that he's not in danger yet.
Rudy follows the stranger into an alleyway.
And he folds his arm. Why?
Well, you need to understand where I came from. I originally grew up here, and I followed the teachings of Ergothoa. And then, due to some various events, I was a little bit shaken in my faith. I sought out a new patron. Saren Ray reached out, and for a time, yes, I did channel her power and her gifts. However, it didn't feel right. Deep inside, it just didn't quite connect with me. And then there was an opportunity. It was a very odd affair. It's called the Divine Petition or something. And well, long story short, both Saren Ray and Ergothoa offered their hands, and I had to go with what my gut was saying. I don't really have them anymore, but here we are. So again, it wasn't really a turning of the back.
You reek of the undead.
Well,
Smell it.
that would make sense.
So you're saying you're undead?
I don't think I'm that far, but I am alive and yet not alive all at once. You've been straight with me, I'm being straight with you.
I don't think you're lying. But you must see that it's quite disconcerting to see someone like you. We've heard about the Vanguard of the Black and what you're doing for the Queen. But you're on the side of Ergothoa.
Yes.
Isn't she responsible for all of this?
Oh, you're still under the understanding. Oh, now I see where this... this is actually quite...
I don't
funny.
like being laughed at.
Oh, no, I'm laughing at this. No, sir. Sir.
And this, like, even though he's a cleric, you can see he's like broad-shouldered. He's got like that aged athleticism to him.
And Rudy's like scrawny and weeny because, no muscle. So yeah, I can imagine why he thinks he can push Rudy around. No, so you know Suriel. Yes?
I know who Suriel is, yes.
Right. Did you know that she has been essentially telling her followers to go around saying that they're doing things in the name of the Pallid Princess, which is actually the name, another name for Urgathoa.
So you're saying that Suriel is using Urgathoa's name?
Correct.
How did Suriel gain the capabilities of erasing this undead army? I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen the factories where they turn the living into the dead.
There's factories? Oh, I must make sure the queen hears of this. Oh, when you say you've seen factories, have you? You're part of a crew. You've been wandering around. Have you encountered anyone leading the undead?
Yes, a fiend, a succubus.
No, the succubus bitch, as George likes to call her. Oh yes, she.
I think the technical term would be succulich.
Oh no,
Actually,
the bitch is needed.
No, she actually became the phylactery of a lich and is using his powers.
Rudy pulls out a pen and
I
a
was
quill and
there.
Sorry, do you mind repeating that? She did what?
First time I ran into her, she was just a succubus.
She was what? She already keeps running.
We fought a lich.
Yes.
Who was creating the undead.
Yes.
And after we defeated him, she stole his soul, ate it, and she is now in possession of his power and knowledge. And she controls the undead army.
Right. Did you know she can use disintegration rays?
I assumed as much, considering that the lich almost killed us with one.
Well, I'll have you know I've survived one.
Me too.
So you have a hole in you as well?
No.
You don't? Oh. Okay, fine.
No, I healed it with magic.
Oh, that's boring. It's much more of a conversational topic if you let it stay there. But, so, anyway, I know of Jalira as well. We've been actually fighting against her this whole time. This is brilliant. We should get our groups together and have a grand old time. We can swap stories and information, and this would be a huge benefit for the Queen as well.
I'm gonna be honest. We've got other things we need to do.
Oh, so do we, absolutely. We're only here because we have to be here, because of the ore is being painted in the... I understand.
No, I'm referring to the fact that your group is working under the Queen here, whereas we have traveled the plains and have other things to deal with beyond this realm.
Oh, you're saying you're better than us. Okay, alright, that's fine.
No.
You must.
No, that is not what I'm saying. I don't know you that well, your capabilities. I'm saying that this plane is not the only one that is being threatened by the coming events.
Right. So, now we come back to the original point. So you luring me into this alleyway, claiming that I could be potentially a danger or a threat, and
Yes.
this helps you how?
Well, now I know some things I didn't before. You know some things. And, I think that's where we'll leave it.
Alright then.
But let me tell you, if you ever fully go undead, I will find you, and I will kill you.
You can try.
I have a very particular subset of skills that I've acquired over a long
I
time.
knew it. I didn't even finish the quote. See?
Well, and Rudy lowers the veil so we can see his eyes. Well, I'm immortal. And raises it up and walks
We'll
away.
see about that. And he grabs his sword and pulls it just a little bit out of the sheath, and you see these golden flames start licking up from where the blade is revealed.
Oh, I got one of those too.
Rudy opens one of the pouches that he's got on his belt and lets one of the lights glint on the apocalypse bottle.
That's still wrapped in your underwear.
Gerald's underwear.
Actually, yeah,
Gerald's underwear.
yeah. As he's unwrapping, he's like, "This would have been so much cooler if
Oh,
it
that's
wasn't
fine.
wrapped
They were
up."
already a
Yeah.
disaster.
And this Conrad character just goes, I don't even know what that is, but if you're counting on it, I'll just smash it before you can use it.
Oh, you do not want this smashed anywhere near you. Let me tell you, I don't think you've ever wanted it smashed around me.
Well, we'll see about that.
Well, we
See you
probably
in the
won't.
arena.
Oh, we will definitely see each other there. Yes.
Yes, that's why I said we'll see. Because we will see.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about killing each other. Oh, my mistake. My mistake.
Well, I might use a bit too much magic if we meet in the arena.
I might just not
Hard
die
to hold
because I'm
back
immortal.
in my older days.
Yeah, well, I'm immortal. I don't know how. I
don't
whatever
think
you say, I
are.
just
I don't
one
think, I
ups
think,
it.
don't
It's-
think you know what that word means.
I absolutely do. I have a gaping wound in my stomach, and it doesn't hurt. I
That's
don't
not a
need to
good
breathe.
thing.
I don't need to eat or drink. I don't need to sleep. I'm literally nothing, but everything.
So you're nothing.
No, I'm but everything.
That doesn't compute.
Good. That means I've outsmarted you, and I've won the first battle.
No.
I'll see you at
more
the
like
arena, and Rudy walks off.
outstupided me.
Rudy walks off. He's gone.
Is there anything special you want to do with the rest of your hour?
No, he is feeling very contempt and just walks straight to the arena. He's
Oh my
happy with what he's
God.
done.
So the sun is starting to properly set. And we get back as you're prepping in the arena. You get there. The first thing you notice is that they've reversed the order of contendants. You're still going middle, but the Gold Guard are going first. And they've turned off the screens. You can no longer see what is going on out there.
Ooh.
You can hear the audience yelling, hooing, awing, screaming. And after a handful of minutes, beaten and battered, 2 members being walked out on gurneys, the Gold Guard lost against whatever is to come in that arena.
Wait, was the Gold Guard where
Where your
Gem
friend was, yeah.
Oh wait, is Gem on the gurney?
No. But Gem looks like maybe a broken arm or some kind, and holding like the side of of their side. And
Rudy,
walks by.
did they walk close enough, like to the doors? Like, if Rudy was standing in the door, would they be close enough to touch?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Hold on, the audio is like super loud in my ears.
That's why I have a dial for it now.
You get called out.
Mm.
And you head towards the exit into the arena.
Yes, Geralt's rides again.
Gerald Fassar is equipped.
Yep.
You're all ready to go.
Oh, also,
You
can
peek
I
in.
just can I just say that while we were in the prep rooms and sort of waiting. Can I have just wound up that little spider and just seen if it's just
It did
what it
nothing.
is? Oh,
It's
However,
cute, though.
every time Gerald turns his back towards it, all of you can see the spiders scuttling around in circles. And whenever he turns to look at it, it stops.
Can he hear the scuttling?
No.
Oh, it's great for your anxiety, Gerald.
oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure it's
But
fine.
when I turn around, if it's moving, then it's in a different position to when it.
Yeah, but you never see it actually move or do anything.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Oh, I like
It's
that.
Toy Storying
spider.
you.
Oh my god.
You walk by the locker room for the help, and you see them talking amongst each other quietly, looking over as you pass by. You're led to the front, to the exit, where Hula Rumakivi stands. He says, "Okay, listen now, Vanguard. This is actually a dangerous one. We will call the combat off if 2 or more of you go down. For everyone's safety. So for this one, if you want to make it spectacular, feel free. We might put something extra on top of for you. But make sure to just stay alive, okay? This is genuinely dangerous. The Gold Guard are known. A known elite force that protects the king when he goes on diplomatical missions. And they struggled. They looked like they were about to win, but the rules said it went down. We had to call the game. You ready?
Well, yes. Did you know we do our best work when one of us is dead?
That's concerning. And he sort of like floats away up into like over the sand and goes, "People and gentlefolk, returning to the arena, your all-time favorites, the Vanguard." And there's like, wow, people screaming. You can see now people have made banners which says the Vanguard. There's like people holding signs, you know, those letters, but it's wrong. It says Nagard. And someone has like, it looks like there's a little kid that's made like a cardboard box helmet and wrote wizard on it. It spelled
so
correctly
cute.
though. It's only
Aw.
one Z.
Not a true fan.
That's fine.
And so you see all of these people are like getting ready, and you can see there's portions of the arena now where it looks like there's like shards of glass stuck to the ground.
Cool.
And you hear Hula Rumakivi again, "Give us a hand for the Vanguard!" And everyone starts applauding. Where do you want to place yourself as we go to battle here?
Battle map.
Mm.
Please, nothing crash on us.
I'm going to
X.
give Nana a nudge before we start, and I'm going to stand near her and give her a pointed look.
Okay. Pointed look.
Oh,
Gotcha.
we
Yes,
just
a
we lost
pointed look.
Josie.
Oh, we
Did
did
we?
lose
Yeah, we
Josie.
did
Oh,
lose
no!
Josie. Yep.
Oh,
Does that mean we win?
But she looks very beautiful
Hello?
on this.
Oh.
You're back.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
hello?
hang on, we have
You're still
audio.
Not moving, but we hear
We have
you.
audio.
Give it a moment.
I'm giving it. Give it all the moments.
Yeah, I touched something and my USB hub died.
Oh. The worst.
So I'm just gonna.
sorry. We still have a nice frozen picture of you though.
Hey, there you
back.
are.
Woo!
You're back.
There we go. So, where do you want to place yourselves on this here battle map? Up.
Up. Yep. That's about right. Okay. You know what? I think if Nana's nudging George, Nana and George will probably be together, but I don't think Nana's gonna take the front on this because she knows she's pretty squishy.
It's okay.
Okay.
Rudy will stand in front of Nana and George.
Thank you.
Arthur will stand.
Don't stand
on-
directly in front of George.
on
I don't
Gerald's
want you to get.
side.
Don't
Yeah.
stand.
Yeah.
Don't
You
stand so-
or you could even yeah.
Don't worry about it, Ozzy.
Arthur's
never
gonna
worry
stand
about it.
on Gerald's side.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're not like all bunched up in the one
That's
area.
a good idea. Yeah.
As you're getting ready, and this time the gate isn't opening.
Mm.
But you see Hooler looks down at you and sort of like gives a pointed look towards all of you, like waiting for some sort of sign.
Oh,
We give him a nod.
well, Arthur.
Oh.
Let's
Arthur-
get
wait,
ready to rumble!
Oh no, Arthur! I could have gotten stuff ready.
As the gates blast open and
Oh.
the sand starts swirling up, just barreling out of this massive gate, you see two blue snake-like creatures with 5 pair of legs each as they just like barrel out, these dragon-like heads with ram horns, as 2 behirs
What?
rush out.
What?
Jesus.
Oh my
Arthur
god.
says to himself, "I wish I was on that broom with Gerald."
I'm gonna need all of you to roll
Oh.
initiative.
Oh
Shit.
man.
Should have given someone
19.
the
Oh my
wing
God.
boots.
The number of rolls that have rolled off the 20 onto a neighboring
Mm,
number,
mm.
It is the night of
It
those
hurts.
kind of rolls,
Yeah.
isn't
it
it?
hurts.
Oh, we might get something good. We might get something good. Yeah, give me something good. There we go. 16. We
16,
like
okay,
that.
for George.
Oh, we're going at 16 as well for George.
Nice.
Okay,
Well done.
It's meant to be.
Meant to be.
Arthur, you're first up. As these things come barreling out towards you, and they're like just looking around, quickly scanning the surrounding area.
He aims and lets loose.
That is.
Okay,
We
For
love that.
19.
19 hits.
And then we're rolling damage, and because they haven't had a turn yet, it'll be
Yes.
23.
23 points of damage to the first one.
Yeah.
You shoot your arrow, and it definitely hits it like in part of its neck on the side, but it's not stopping. It's still coming towards you. The arrow returns to your hand. This thing is uninterrupted in
Arthur
its
is
rush forward.
He goes, "Oh shit," and he shoots again.
Okay,
So 27.
27. Remember that you do have advantage because you are before them in the initiative.
That's right. Yes, I need to roll again. If that's the
Yeah,
case.
but because that is, but only for this first turn. But that is like
Okay.
one of your.
They didn't do any better.
Okay, you still hit. It is
Yeah.
not sneak attack this time, so
Just nine points of damage.
9 points of damage. You fire again. Still, you hit a bit like underneath, and you fire twice. The arrow returns to your hand. You've definitely dealt damage, but it seems unaffected. It's
So
coming towards you.
Arthur is going to probably prepare
Mhm.
a spell for the next turn. Wind
Okay.
Wind Wall.
Is that a bonus action to cast?
No, I'm gonna quick look if it is. No,
don't
it is
think
not.
it is.
No, it's not. He's gonna do Hail of Thorns. Prepare Hail of Thorns. for
Okay,
his
is that a
next one.
bonus action?
Yes, that is.
Okay, so you essentially you cast Hail of Thorns on your arrow.
Yeah.
Is what happens,
Yeah.
and then your next attack gains extra benefits.
Yeah. At that same time, he goes, Rudy, help!
Yeah, you like draw the arrow, and as you do, the arrowhead sort of like sprouts thorns. It looks more like a spike ball than anything. You call out to Rudy. George. It is George and Nana. Rudy, you're up next.
For my bonus action, I'm going to put together the magic. It's time, Josie.
Okay,
Let's go.
it is time.
It's time for the toy.
Do you want to do it, or shall I?
I'll let you do it. I want it as I think you are better at grandifying things.
Okay, so as George is standing behind you, Nana, you take a quick glance backwards as George takes a like half step back, flushes his cape open, and you see on like hip holsters, you see these metallic, they look like crossbows made of sleek metal without the actual bow bit. He pulls them up, spins them, and then puts one in the back of the other, flicks the handle back, and elongates it and takes aim.
Let's
What
go.
is this?
Since when?
Let's go.
As the magic has been extended into its full form. And would you please tell us what magic stands for again?
Magically assembled gravitational impulse generators.
Yes, and
What?
what happens when you use it?
3d6 plus 3 force damage. But also, if I expend a spell slot, I can deal an additional 1d6 plus 1 per level of the spell slot you'd expended. And I am spending a level 4 slot in this case.
Okay, so roll me 7d6 and add 7 to that. As you see the two of you near, which would be Rudy and Nana, you see lights lighting up. Like do 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 do, and then like flush backwards, and the whole thing just goes like before the muscle of it extends out, and you see energy being collected, and George fires out just concentrated gravity in like little rings, like do 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 go do do do.
What?
What?
For 29 points of damage.
This is just
Yes.
bullets as well.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
empowered magic missiles gun.
Oh my gosh!
I told you I came back with a new toy.
Are you shooting the same one that Arthur did, or a different one?
Oh, the same one.
Okay.
We gotta get one
Yeah,
down.
focus
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just see these pulses, these rings of like gray light shoot out and almost just skids. They curve in the air and just slam into its body, and you can see this ring light as it's just coming like doo 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 doo. There's this like ring-shaped like crush breaking its scales, just like pressing down onto the creature's hide. Nana, it's your turn.
All right.
Wow.
That's
And Nana just kind of looks back, and like Rudy is probably quite shocked, and she just kind of gives him a wink and said, "We had fun."
I bet you did. I almost died.
And let's see. I need to check the map again. Sorry, because I actually don't know if that will reach. Yeah. Okay. These are big boys,
They are big boys.
and they are moving towards us, or not quite yet.
They are splitting up. One of them is coming towards your group, and one is heading toward Arthur.
Okay.
And we're
Um,
attacking the one that's going towards Arthur, yeah?
Yes, that's the one that has been
Yeah.
so far being fired upon.
Do you know what? I kind of want to stop one of them. I'm going to cast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to find it. Where are you? I want to cast the my big old wall.
A big old
Right.
wall.
My big old wall. My thorn wall. Where are you? Hello? Oh, there you are. Wall of thorns. Yeah, the thorn wall.
Where do you want to place it?
Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay. I would like to place it. Which one was it the one with the more glimmer to its mouth that was
Yes.
being shot at?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to place it like kind of entrapping the other one. If I could, like
Okay,
sort of
How much length of wall can you make?
let me see. I can make the range is 120 feet. It's 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick. Or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter and is up to 20 feet high, which I
Okay, so
think
you
I might
can
actually like to
just circle it in, yeah.
I'd like to circle it in if I can, yeah.
Okay, so it's just circled in by the wall of thorns.
Yeah, and I think
Does it do anything upon appearing, or is it when something like tries to move through it?
there is a dex save, and every creature within the area must make a dex saving throw, and then you take damage if you miss it, or half the damage if you are successful.
Okay, but is that like when it appears at the start of their turn?
That's when the wall appears.
The
Each
wall
creature in the
appears,
area.
okay. Okay, yeah, so dex save. I got a 9.
Okay. One takes full damage. And is the other one in
Yeah,
the area?
since you
Probably
made
not really.
since you made a ring, you gotta pick if it's thorns in or out, I think.
You know what? Let's go thorns in to keep it in. And I will
Okay.
just roll that damage. Give it a moment. It, you know, you
Give it a
know,
moment.
Yeah,
you know.
For now, are you planning to do anything with your bonus action?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'd like to become a tree, please. I'm gonna turn
Okay.
into. Okay, that's 44 damage.
44 points of damage. Holy shit!
Oh, sorry,
Hit
I
both-
accidentally
know
rolled
it would
again.
be-
Ignore that one. That was just my to mark my slots off. I'm silly.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
I marked my little, like, because it comes from the staff, and then it accidentally rolled a bunch of dice, and don't listen to those ones. Those ones didn't.
So which
happen.
ones do I listen to?
The one.
The 44. The 44.
Oh,
was
the 44. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, now I see
Okay.
what you mean.
Yeah,
Okay, the
I
44.
accidentally
Okay.
clicked it
The
again.
second one was better. Can we
so
just
you
take the second one?
That would be super flashy if all the other teams had to get disqualified because they went down and we don't even get hurt.
Yeah, so this
That
wall
would be
appears out of
flashy.
the sand, grows this like thorn growth, just pommels up out of the sand. Sand goes spraying everywhere. These things grow and start bedding into the Behir's body, and it starts bleeding profusely as it's just
Yes.
death by 1,000 cuts happening right now.
Love it.
And as that happens, almost simultaneously with this growth happening, Nana's skin turns bark-like. Her hair becomes the same green, but there's more of a vegetative structure to it. It looks less like hair and more like actual moss.
Yes, and that is Guardian of Nature. That is the bonus action of
But
basically.
it is a spell. You've already cast a spell this turn.
Oh, then I don't become a tree. And the just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. That one wasn't it. I
Oh,
forgot that
obviously.
that's a thing. I forgot that that's a thing. Do you know what? That will do for
Okay.
now, I think.
Are you staying put where you are or moving anywhere?
I am gonna stay put and just concentrate on that wall.
Okay. Rudy, you're up with the Behirs coming after you.
Right. So how far away are they from us? Like in terms of feet?
From you,
Yep.
5, 10, 40-ish.
40-ish? Well, then that
Yeah.
picks the spell for me. Rudy... Arthur was the one who called for help, so Rudy sees that Nana has got that other one firmly entangled. So he just levels... He sees George's, like, magic missile gun and just like, I can do that. And he just sort of lowers his staff, kind of like he's holding the exact same thing. And he just fires a concentrated beam of necromantic energy in the form of harm directly at the one
Oh,
charging
shit.
at Arthur.
Oh, shit.
Which is a con save 18.
A con save 18.
Mm.
You're casting the big spell.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh.
"Ooh, what? I can do that too. Watch, George!" And just boom, straight out.
Pretends that the hand,
Mhm.
he's just holding a staff with a hand at the end.
Yep.
Con save.
So,
and
and for context, Rudy's done nothing in front of the crowd the entire time. So this is the
Rude.
first thing he does, and he fires a freaking beam of
yeah,
just
I failed.
holy
I got a 7 on
moly!
that
Here
saving
we
throw.
go.
There
So-
we
This
go.
is the round that we were really just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, we were holding back.
So he fires 14d6 straight at it. 52 necrotic damage straight to the dome of
Doesn't
the one.
have any additional effect.
Oh, you bet it does. Its maximum hit points is reduced for 1 hour by the damage equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Okay, okay.
Yep, and it can be
Yeah,
removed by remove disease. Yep.
Hold on, I'm just trying to fix. There we go. Yeah, this creature is now, as you hit it with this beam, the color of its scales start fading from a pristine azure blue, and it starts going dull and gray. Its movements become sluggish. It sort of like topples to the side for a moment, shakes its head. It is at like just about half hit points now. With that, just took it under half hit points.
Dang.
That's still a lot of health.
That's
Yeah,
whew.
that's
So-
it's still a lot of health.
So
Two
2 of the party members have just fired freaking cannons at this thing. and Naddison just
I
held
want
the
to
other
point
one
out.
down.
I want to point out that so far this combat, Arthur has done the least amount.
This is unheard of.
First time ever.
Oh, I just
First
realized
time ever.
the help can't see this, can they? So that dude that threatened Rudy can't see what's going on, right?
No, can't.
Oh, he was gonna wink at the camera.
Anything for your bonus action, Rudy?
Rudy wants to take note of the crowd's reaction to the beams that him and George have fired out.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Were you doing anything mechanically or just flavor?
Just flavor.
My brain
No,
farted.
just no. That's okay. He's essentially sort of he wants to do no. He just flavor. There's nothing mechanical he's gonna do. Yeah.
Okay. Next up is the Beheers.
Okay.
The one stuck in the thorns is going to just barrel through. It does require 20 feet of movement to come through it, but it does. Nana rolled damage for Wall of
Okay.
Thorns.
Yeah. I think you actually have to roll another dex saving.
Yeah, you got a
throw.
natural 1.
Oh,
uh,
okay. Yeah. No, I'll take that damage. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. We'll just, wait 5 years. How much time you guys got?
Well, while that's happening, the other
Yep.
one is going to rush up this way. It is going to get... It is just underneath Gerald. It is about 10 feet away from you, Arthur. 31 points of damage.
It's only
Nice.
31.
And Arthur, it is going to go on full volley down on you.
Seeing this, Rudy goes, probably should have tethered with Arthur. Think I got carried away.
What's the damage?
22 to
I
hit.
leave the cannon
Yes,
to
it
you.
hits.
It hits. Wonderful. For me, that is.
I was gonna say not wonderful at all, but okay.
You first off take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and then you take 20 points of slashing damage as its scales are razor sharp, and it takes its body and starts snaking around you. And as it's coming around you, all of these feet as well are just grabbing onto you and just moving you around inside it till you are centered in its coil.
So
And
I'm
as it
now
holds you
grappled.
down with body and claws, it is going to
Oh,
bite down on you.
Okay.
definitely should have
Yes,
tethered
you are
with
you are
Arthur.
considered grappled and restrained.
All right.
Oof.
Restrained.
Save you.
and
Yeah, so this has
grappled.
advantage to hit you.
Yes, but it's got to try and get a 19 this time.
Yeah, I got a 15.
All right. Well, 19.
How would Arthur manage to avoid this then? If you're like actually being held,
I don't
what
know.
would it be that makes it miss?
I feel like it'll be something really stupid, like Arthur would just sneeze.
Okay, it's rushed up towards you. You are stuck inside it. You sneeze, and with that, you accidentally like poke your arrow into one of its armpits, and it just
Yeah.
recoils for a moment and
Yeah.
hisses at you.
I feel like that would be something Arthur would do.
The second one tears itself out of the Wall of Thorns, taking 31 points of damage while doing so. It's just covered now in these little wounds, and it's just blood coming down from all over its body as it's barreling towards you in the sand, all of you,
Oh, Nana, I
and
think
it's
you made
going
it
to
angry.
unleash. As it's
Ooh.
coming towards you, it opens its mouth, and you start to see blue crackling
Oh,
inside of
Nana,
its mouth.
you made it very
and
angry.
I'm going to need George, Nana, and Rudy all to make George, Nana, Rudy. You make dexterity saving throws.
We haven't
Alright.
learned. We're standing in a
This is-
line.
I know,
This
but not
is,
again.
This is breath rather than a spell cast, I assume.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is a breath weapon.
All right, let's have it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I get. Oh no, I'm not a tree right now. Hold on.
You're not a tree
I'm
right
not
now.
A tree right now. Hold that thought. Ooh, that's not good.
Okay,
I'm gonna
George.
take the brunt of this.
Okay, George is
24.
the only one who succeeds. As you all take. I'm gonna have to
Let me
roll
have it,
this
Josie.
in
We
here.
have it straight.
Nana and Rudy, you both take 72 points of lightning damage.
Okay, but we're still up.
George,
We're
George,
still
you
up.
take 36. Nana automatically loses concentration of Wall of Thorns because I don't
Fair
think
enough.
you can make a con save over 36.
I was gonna let it down anyway.
So
I
the
was
Wall
gonna
of Thorns wither and crumble away, turns to sand that falls into the sand pit
It
itself.
Did its
Then
job.
you see smoke billowing out from its mouth as it hisses. Gerald, the wizard, it is your turn. Just seeing this. I think, is Roju frozen?
Wait,
Oh, I think he is.
how long is he?
no.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
no.
still
I can
okay.
hear him.
We
Oh,
can hear
I
him.
him.
Okay.
There he-
As soon
Oh,
as,
there
as
he
soon
is.
as you're like, it's your turn, everyone froze. I'm like,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I can see my stream is reconnecting now, so it'll just be a
Okay,
second.
but we didn't lose you to the point where we had to do the movement of cameras. at least.
thankfully.
But it is Gerald's turn. Just saw this one. Like one of them is now tearing into Arthur. Arthur is like fully wrapped up inside its body, sort of
and
deal.
and our conga line just got lightning bolted. Yep.
Yeah, you just got Linorbed again.
We did. I was
Uh-huh,
just
yep.
thinking Lindholm.
Oh my god.
Have not learned.
But however,
any
I will say that most of you clocked that the lightning didn't reach very far. Like it had to get up to you to hit all
Yeah.
three of you.
Well, I mean, we're
Ah.
kind of where we are now. We can't get away.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
Do I get any hints or any whispers in regards to what these creatures are, or because I'm wondering after seeing them breathe lightning whether there's some sort of element I should be aiming for or not.
There's nothing really. I will say that everything the party has thrown at them so far has done full damage.
Okay.
That is what you've learned. Everything that has been used against them has worked.
Cool. Yeah, but I don't recognize the creatures themselves or anything.
No.
Or the hat's not telling me anything about them, so okay,
No.
I will. Let's see here. Oh, and just to confirm, will
Oh, did we lose
Fuck.
him?
Roju?
Oh.
Oh heck.
I know.
Oh heck!
Where'd you come back?
Roju. It's because it's time o'clock.
It is.
Mm.
Yeah.
what?
Oh, he's back.
Roju, you're back. You're back.
Oh, did you lose me again?
We did,
Ah,
yeah.
We
goddammit.
did.
Yes.
Oh, I was
You were
talking the
just
whole
about
time.
to do something. You were just about to do something, and then
God
you
damn it,
left.
internet. Yeah. Okay. So I was just asking if I just to confirm, because I'm pretty sure this is the way it works. If I quicken a spell that's leveled to cast as a bonus action with my standard action, I can't cast another leveled spell. That still has to be a cantrip.
Yes.
That's a shame, but that's okay.
The only way to cast multiple leveled spell is to have multiple actions.
Yeah. Cool. That is a-okay. Let me see here.
What are you eating, Aussie?
Share.
Okay. So the one that is already quite damaged, I'm gonna use a sorcerer slot to cast Hex on it as I believe
It has
that's as a
been
bonus.
Hexed.
Yep. So, and it's gonna have a disadvantage on strength checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And why did that mark off too? Yeah. And then with my action, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast,
Oh, quality.
an old classic.
The classics.
All right. So we got a bunch of blasts coming. The first one is a 32 to hit. So I'm
That
assuming
hits,
that's
yes.
gonna do
Is this the
job.
one that's holding Arthur, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the one that's taken all the damage so far.
Okay.
We're just focus firing. So 14
Okay, yeah.
force damage,
Does my damage mean
Yeah.
nothing to you?
and
Nana has taken one down to half on her own.
oh damn!
Oh, that was half. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sort
Monia's
of,
attack was
almost.
half on her own. I thought you meant all of our attacks was half.
I
Yeah.
I
And
was
then
thinking bigger
one
thing.
necrotic from the hex.
Mhm.
Blast number 2.
Pew pew.
28 to hit.
Hits. Yep.
11 force damage. And 5 necrotic.
Oh, good roll.
Third beam.
A one.
Bad roll. 15 to hit.
Miss.
Damn.
Ooh.
And then.
But I am gonna say that I need you
Yes.
to roll a D100.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, no,
Be nice
from
Because
for
the-
us to all fly
I
now, though.
like having you roll on that table.
I do
I
too,
will
by the way.
never not take away
63.
63.
It'll-
What happens?
Gerald suddenly fires an insta-KO beam at both creatures, and they go down.
Nice.
Yeah, so like as I'm like firing off these eldritch blasts, I'm seeing like the rainbow lightning starting to crackle in the scars, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
oh no.
as you're firing, it looks like almost like your hands start steaming like they are the pipes of guns.
yeah,
And then
like,
your stars start just like
each
steaming.
shot they like get a little bit brighter and spark.
Yeah,
a
and
bit
it's just
more.
steamer, and it's just like suddenly you can't see anything, Gerald, as fog cloud is cast centered on you.
No!
But you got
There's,
your
like,
damage off.
As you're shooting, there's just like these massive clouds of smoke coming off Gerald until you just can't see him anymore.
Oh,
That's
oh
not
well.
fair.
I mean, kind of
Kinda
good.
works.
I mean, that was all my beams, so
Yeah, the last one missed because you couldn't actually see properly by that time.
yeah. I was just firing off the third, and then like I imagine it like comes out of the scars almost as well, like the
Yeah,
vent.
like
just like fog. It was just like as I planned.
Okay, Gerald needs to fire a lightning bolt out of the cloud, and I think that would be
Oh.
amazing.
Ooh, yeah. Even if it
Okay.
misses,
But-
it's great.
we are at the top of a new round of combat. We are a little bit over time. Do we want to cut here? I will say both of these creatures could be dead within the next round.
I
What do you
wanna
wanna- I
try
think this is-
it.
I'm happy with
Fine,
it.
continuing.
Orb, what do you want to do? I feel like.
Yeah.
Orb
We're
does
looking
not.
at orb.
Orb does not work tomorrow.
All right, let's keep going because I can
Oh,
handle
okay.
it.
We're
can
going.
handle it.
Now
But
you're
we've-
both orb
but
and I can continue?
Roju has frozen in a pose of prayer.
I mean, I'm going to work tomorrow morning, but I'll go another round because.
okay,
everyone's out.
Arthur Orblet the Third. It is your turn. You are grappled and restrained.
Right.
You
I-
can.
I did disconnect
You-
again briefly there, but can I
You
just
did.
say that seeing as I'm fully obscured now, theoretically,
Uh-huh.
could I like move in that fog cloud just to get like around, like just to change position with my movement?
You do, and all of you see this bubble of fog just moving around.
That's amazing.
So you can move, but you don't seem
follows
to be
me.
able to find an exit.
Um,
I'm not looking for an
So-
exit. I'm like happy to have cover. I just wanted to like
Yeah.
change my position within the cloud, but it's focused on me. I don't.
Yeah. Like,
It's amazing.
you end up
Oh.
somewhere. Oh, we lost Roju again.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Well, we're gonna Arthur. It's your go. What are you doing?
So Arthur wants to do a little something with flair. A little bit of flair. So with everything touching him and all that sort of stuff, he's gonna start yelling out. He's getting really cranky. And he wants to essentially bring out the feral claws.
Okay. Yeah.
So all you hear is Arthur yelling, and it's sort of starting to sound like a roar. And then claws sort of comes into his hand. So his hands are turned into monstrous claws. And then because his hands are changed, also the claws would hurt if he was to, I don't know, like that. Like he's just
Nice.
But you're also stuck. Like you're squeezed in, like a constrictor snake is like
all he,
coming down on
all
you.
he has to do
Yeah.
is turn his claws, wouldn't he? Like if he's like
But you
that-
can't. You're like completely stuck. That's
Hey.
the whole point of the restrained condition. If you want to attack it, you can.
Okay, Arthur would want to try and attack with his claws. He's getting pissed off.
Make attack rolls with disadvantage.
Yep.
I hope you pull a river and just boom, boom, boom.
I don't know. These
Two
claws.
rolls.
Oh,
First one was a 4.
oh
Uh,
no. The 18 was
So
good.
what did you roll?
So one was a 4 and one was an 8. One was a 4, one was a 14. So
But
Do you-
plus what? What is your modifier with your attacks? These are unarmed attacks.
oh, okay. Sorry. That 14. For the first one.
No, I'm saying what would you add to
Uh,
these d20s? What is
oh,
the plus? What does the plus say for unarmed
plus
attack?
11. A plus 11.
Plus 11. Okay, so one attack would hit. Roll damage for one attack. Or no, it's disadvantage. That's the first attack that misses. The second attack. I'm just looking at your dice rolls. No,
Yeah.
both attacks miss.
With that, he's getting super pissed off. Like he's raging into a monster now.
Why didn't you just
essentially,
try to break the restraint?
Because he's
ye-
angry and stuff. Like, am I able to? Is a movement? Or is that an action?
You'd have to. I say it would cost your movement and your bonus action this turn, but yeah, you can make a. You can make an. Let me double check. Yeah, an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics for the win!
Woo!
Because that is a 26.
Nice.
Yeah, so you manage with your claws. It's not so much that you attack it, but you use these to grab and get purchase to push yourself up.
Sweet.
And you just about manage to get out of its grapple. George and Nana, it is your turn.
George,
How
would you like to
far
go for
away-
it?
I have a question. How far away are we
From
both?
that thing,
Yes.
like 20 feet.
Okay. And I need to be within 5 feet for attack of opportunity type things, right?
Yes.
George is gonna get closer to it.
You want to run up closer to it? How close?
You're squishy.
Close enough to get an attack of opportunity if I don't fail this.
Okay, I see.
Hmm.
Yeah. You just see George, gun in hand, start running towards this thing like.
I'm playing God, guys.
Okay.
So-
George?
I think Good is just living her D&D Valorant dreams.
Hmm.
True.
So George
No more
suddenly
Valorant.
like runs
No
up
games today.
next to Rudy. It's like, George, what are you doing at the front?
Yeah, just posts up, and you finally see the weapon that George has, like in full view.
Ooh. Are you going to hit it with that?
No, it's too precious for that. And then I cast Dissonant Whispers on the one that is grabbing Arthur.
Okay, that is the other one as opposed to the one
that's-
that you're next to.
That's the one that I was asked. Oh, like, okay.
I mean,
is
you
that-
could get to that one instead.
And I could still cast my Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah.
Yes, please. If this works, it lets go of Arthur, and then we would both get an attack of opportunity.
He got out there,
Okay.
didn't he?
Yeah, Arthur got it.
Yeah, Arthur got out.
But he's technically still in its space. He's like
Yes.
crawling out of it.
Right.
Which is what I'm trying to. He's an archer, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have rolled a die. I got. Is it a wisdom save?
Yes, DC 16.
I got a 21.
You.
Oh, there was. Shit.
I still take half damage.
Yeah, but I'm not happy with you
Why?
right now. I could have shot at it.
Could have.
Yeah, you could have.
I went for I lost it because I accidentally pressed the thing.
Well, I believe it's 3d6 and then halved.
Yes, it is.
And Nana, get ready. You're on deck. Rudy, you're after Nana. So
So,
2 points.
2 points of. I epically failed.
Yeah, you go. You run up to it with your gun and you let out these dissonant whispers, and it looks completely unaffected. Not even looking your direction.
Wow.
And I can't do a bonus action right now.
You can. What do you have for bonus action?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my wind to get away. Bye, Arthur.
Oh, how far do you move?
I think I have a maximum of 10 feet, but I can get away without without an attack of opportunity.
Better than nothing.
So
Nice,
you
you come
run up, you say something that no one else can hear, and then you like jump backwards, and winds carry you back behind Rudy.
Yeah, I had an eviction plan.
Nice. Nice.
Nana, it is your go.
Okay, Nana looks over at Rudy. If she were looking like we both took some lightning damage there, she
Mhm.
kind of goes, Rudy, you feeling all right?
Oh, I've been better. I've been less roasted.
That's what I thought. Now, Josie, I have a question for you because Cuddly cannot remember. Hidden Paths as a bonus action isn't a spell. It's like a
No.
feat. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So Nana will cast. Do I have it higher? Don't worry, I got you, buddy. Not necessarily the way that you. Yeah, no, it's fine. It will do the job.
What's
I
happening?
will be casting Protection from Energy on Rudy.
Okay.
And I will choose Lightning.
Okay, so Rudy has lightning resistance.
Yes. So I will cast that and go, okay, have fun. I need to go patch up. And then she will use Hidden Paths to get as
Oh no,
far
Nana, don't go.
away. So yeah, like basically there.
The thing is that she turns around and she steps away from you towards the edge of the arena, and then as she puts her foot down, she's just in the opposite direction, 60 feet away.
God, I love this.
Just out of curiosity, your tree maximizes healing, doesn't it?
Mm,
Yeah, but I couldn't use 2 spells at once. But that's okay. I got you. I got you with
Yeah,
someone else.
okay,
Next
cool.
turn. I'm so
It's
sorry.
it's when
The
yeah,
heal's
it's,
coming this turn.
Yeah, Nana has Beacon of Hope available,
Yeah,
which
that-
maximizes healing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rudy, it is your go.
Right.
But you do have lightning resistance right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, if it breathes again, which I'm not sure it will. Cool. Right. Well, now I'm going to try and cast Mass Cure Wounds, and I'm looking to nail myself, Arthur, and Nana, which I think still kind of works because if I cast it in where Arthur is, it's a 60
Yes,
foot.
if you select Arthur as the
Mm.
center point, you can get everyone.
Right.
Except for Gerald, because he's somewhere
Gerald
in
hasn't
that
taken any
smoke
damage.
ball.
I haven't taken any
Yeah,
damage
Gerald
so
and
far.
George haven't taken any damage, but the other 3 have.
George has taken damage.
Yeah, George is like
you
almost
took.
at
Oh,
half.
I'm-
shit.
I'm half HP.
Can wait? Is George within the 30 from Arthur as well?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. All right, excellent.
George is almost next to Rudy right now.
Ah, yeah, that's cool. Right. Well, Could have been better, but better than nothing, I suppose. And Rudy slams his staff into the ground, and it's maggot time for all.
Oh,
Where
and
we...
you just hear from across the arena, God damn it, Rudy!
You don't hear nothing from Arthur. He's just "Arr!"
So everybody gets 20 hit points restored.
20 hit the point though.
You know, that
Ooh,
might
like
save us
that.
once.
Everyone, or
Everyone who's, well, George, Nana, and Rudy
Okay.
get 20 hit points.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Bonus
all.
action?
Not really. Nope.
Okay.
Doesn't really have anything for that.
Okay. The Behir that had Arthur in its grasp is going to look down at you, Arthur. Its mouth still agape in your direction. But
Yep.
rather than coming down with a bite, it is going to unleash its lightning breath at you. Point
Shit.
blank. No one else gets hit by this
I
except for
touched the wrong
Arthur.
person.
Yeah.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity. Yes. 12.
12 is not enough.
Shit. The one time.
You take 66 points of lightning damage.
Ow.
I can't remember. He's not high enough for uncanny dodge and rogue, is he?
No.
Oof.
And uncanny dodge is higher level than evasion.
Right, which he doesn't have either, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah, as you're trying to like
Oh,
get
no.
up over its body and almost like slide down its body, it just looks at you and the head comes down and just unleashes this lightning that just flashes through your body, Arthur.
Whoa.
And the other Behir, I'm gonna see if it gets its lightning breath back.
What a
It does
shocking
not.
turn of events, folks.
There is stuff like that going on in the background. There's commentary happening.
I was just helping out, Josie. It was just,
Yeah, of course. Rudy.
Yep.
The other second Behir is going to give you a full barrage of attacks,
Okay.
as it's going to wrap you up in its tail
Preferably not.
for 22 to hit.
Okay, it does.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 17 points of slashing damage.
Excellent. Excellent.
And as you're stuck, it is going to try and bite you. It's giving you the same treatment that Arthur was given. It's starting to coil around you while it's all its clawed little feet are like moving you around, trying to position you. And then the head comes from above and is going to go and try to bite you. 16 to hit.
Ah, that does hit.
You take... I rolled absolute minimum 9 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit, he's alive. Okay,
Woo!
I'll take that.
Yep.
Would love to-
And that is the end of their turn, but it does have you bitten. Like, it's you're constricted. Its fangs are down upon you. Gerald, you are stuck inside a smoke cloud and you cannot see anything.
now, I was
Oh
just
my
checking with fog cloud. It doesn't stay attached to something, so I could still theoretically fly out of it.
But it's... Did you double check? Because the one from...
Yeah,
says
yeah,
it...
yeah.
Okay.
I double checked because I wanted to know.
Here I thought you would go with me on the cool funs.
I
but okay.
loved it, but I'd also like to be able to see.
I mean, you could just get rid of it.
True.
I can't actually. It lasts for its full duration, regardless of concentration.
I mean, you have other
It's
ways
just-
to get rid
It's just there in the air.
But it
but
is
what I-
big,
It is big, yes.
and you don't
I-
know. Gerald
I
doesn't
don't
know where it ends.
No, absolutely not. And I would like to say, just for theatrical effects, that the foggy sort of smoky stuff continues to like billow out of
Oh
the
shit!
arms.
You just got like Titan in it,
So now
like
I've got-
Titans in Attack on Titan. There's just steam coming off you.
Yeah. And essentially, I've got like contrails now, is what I'm imagining. So
Wonderful.
so I'm gonna like guesstimate which direction is like gonna get me around. Because I was flying downward, so I'm just gonna continue in the direction I am going until I break free of the fog cloud. First of all,
Which direction was that?
so because I was flying like before the fog cloud hit, I was like in that way, right? That doesn't make any sense on what you're saying. Like
No.
down essentially towards where.
So
is
not
that
towards the
Nanobomber?
ground. No, I'm not asking because when you say down, I'm thinking, are you going to the
no,
ground?
sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. So I'm not heading down vertically. I'm heading down the map. Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And as
so
soon
that's
as
this is where you come out of the fog cloud, just
Excellent.
above
Is that-
Nana.
is that Nana below me? Okay, I'm gonna continue along the perimeter as long as my movement is able to take me there.
You have 50. You can get like
Yeah.
there.
You can't. Well, it happens when you fly in the fog.
I'm
Gotta be very
sorry,
careful.
but
Okay.
your attempts for your broom have been taken away. You're no longer have a permit.
No, you were told you were allowed to fly freely within the barrier.
Yeah,
Mm.
cool. Okay, and how are we looking? The one that we've been focus firing that's hexed, is that looking pretty ragged at this point?
It's looking pretty bad.
All right, cool. So what I'm going to do if that's the case is I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
and then as an
More
actual
Eldritch
spell,
Blast.
no, is going to be Scorching Ray.
Okay, but Eldritch Blast first.
Eldritch Blast first with the bonus action.
Yes.
So I'm just going to roll 3 to hit. So first one's a 30.
That hits.
There's its damage, 13. I'll do the things as I go because I'm not sure if any of these are going to actually finish it or not. So 5 necrotic on the first one.
5 necrotic.
Second blast.
Second blast, same as the
Another
last.
good roll. 31 to hit.
31 hits.
That was what was that?
14. How do you want to do
14.
this?
Oh yes.
Oh, so
So-
close.
So we've got quicken spell. So like the fog that's sort of like still trailing out of his scars sparks again as he harnesses the energy to quicken the casting of his Eldritch Blast, and it's almost like you see like an after image of his hands moving as just like before when the bolts were just like doo doo doo. This is just like and it's like you barely even see the blasts happen. They just go pow pow like straight through the arms, like 2 of the topmost arms that are gripping Arthur at the moment, and just blow them clean off at the sort of shoulder, and yeah, and then the hex that's sort of around. You see these like sort of fiery black and white sort of hooks almost that sort of just like dig into the flesh where the arms used to be and kind of just tear it off, Arthur.
It just gets torn away. And as that happens, where these Eldritch Blasts hit, there's almost like steam coming off the Behir's body, and the steam seeps back up into Gerald's scars as Dark One's Blessing.
Oh shit. I actually get 10 hit points.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like
And you still have your full action. You said you were gonna do. Now you
yeah,
actually
I
got
still
one
have
blast
more
left.
Eldritch Blast, yeah.
Rudy
double
would
check the 10 hit
appreciate
points
the
later.
assist.
Blah, 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 blah. Where is it?
You've almost gotten Dark One's Blessing as many times as you've done on Celesta.
I will never get that high. Come on now. Why isn't this rolling? Cast.
I don't know.
Page plus. Hold on. I'm just going to quickly refresh the character sheet because it's being a doofus.
A doofus?
A doofus.
A moofus?
Here we go. Now it's rolling.
A
Ba-da,
doofus?
ba-da. Oh, these rolls.
Yeah,
32
that
to hit.
hits.
and 7 force damage. And of course, because that one's died, the hex can get.
Is it
automatically
moving
moved
hex a
across.
bonus action?
That's a good question. Let me double check. For
I
you.
think moving hex is a bonus action.
You might be right, but I'll double check.
Like you can still do it at your next turn.
If a target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, yes, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn.
Yeah,
to curse the
exactly.
creature. Yeah, cool. You're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, but you still have your main action.
Yes, so that's all the blasts, and then here comes the Scorching Rays. Although,
Okay.
I don't need to use. The reason I wanted to use Scorching Ray was because hex,
Splitting up.
and also in case it
Yeah.
died halfway through. But now that that's not the case,
This one looks less damaged,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's also
Um,
holding Rudy right now.
Right, which seems not ideal. Okay, I'm going to instead cast Raltham's Psychic Lance. So it needs to make a DC 19 Intelligence save. Not a great
It
damage roll.
can't. It can't actually make that.
God.
No,
Nailed
it
it.
literally can.
Nail it to the wall.
Oh.
amazing.
Well, the damage rolled was terrible, but so it's 27 psychic damage,
Yeah.
and it is incapacitated
Incapacitated.
until the start of my next turn.
So let's
your
go.
next turn. Oh.
Nice.
So
on the-
as you
yeah.
hit it with the psychic lance, Rudy, you're being like constricted by it, and you
And
feel its
nommed on.
entire body. Yeah, you feel its entire body like seize up, like spasm, and then you also get covered in blood as it coughs blood on you.
Ugh. I don't know what Geralthazar did, but that was gross.
Yeah, so it's just like bolt, 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 and then a beam like shoots out of his forehead and just like paralyzes this thing.
Can just for flair,
Uh,
does it come out of the eye holes of the
Oh,
The dread
I
helm?
would love for that to be the case.
just
Like
as
eye
it
lasers.
is.
Just laserize it.
Laser
like
eye.
optic blast.
Yeah, Arthur, it is your go. This creature, you've seen this happen before. It has been incapacitated. We're gonna double check because that is that the same? Is that the good one?
I think that's the good one.
Incapacitated? No, that's not the good one. It just says
Ah.
it cannot take actions or reactions.
It's still
Oh.
pretty good.
Uh,
is gonna attack with his claws.
okay, go. You right, because the one that you're actually on, Arthur, is dead.
Yeah, well, he would run up to the next one.
You run up to the next one and you slash. Roll me 2 attacks with claws.
So that would be 21.
21 hits.
Gotta get you back into there. It's a 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
Plus 6, so
Plus
7
6,
points of
7.
damage.
He rolls again. Plus 17.
That hits.
9.
9 points of damage. This thing is not looking well. George, it is your turn.
Let's go, George!
I'm gonna shoot it. Sorry, Gremlin mode came out.
No,
we,
I
we
love
need
it.
it. Yes, please shoot it. Get it off Rudy. Your dream
Oh,
of
God.
no one going down in this combat can happen if you get it off
Yes.
Rudy. 'Cause he's low.
I mean, you're not as low as Arthur.
Arthur's on 4.
Holy shit.
I will say the lightning breath for Arthur rolled exactly average.
Very fortunate.
Very.
It is currently rolling the damage. I'm doing the shooty shoots.
Okay,
But
did you spend any extra spell slots on
yes,
it?
it's 4th level again.
So it's 7d6 plus 7. Let's see what we get.
All
Yep,
right.
it's working on it.
I just realized Rudy
Come
has
on, George.
almost got eaten again.
It's
Yeah.
it's about to
times does
touch
he
the
get
sheets.
Rudy's
There we go. 27.
27.
It is still up.
No,
Okay.
fine.
As George turns around, pivots on his feet, goes down to one knee, aims the gun upwards, and unleashes. and you manage to hit its head, and you can see like its head is being pushed in, this donut shape being forced into its skull.
Rudy's just
But
in there
it's
going.
still, it's like even more
No.
blood is now coming out of its ears and eyes and mouth, just down on Rudy.
Stop! Make it stop!
Then,
Make it
in
stop!
that in that case, I'm gonna use my meta magic to make a full action into a bonus action and do Mind Sliver on it. Because
Do
this
it.
thing gotta die now.
Yes.
Go for it. What do I need to roll something,
Intelligence,
Mindslaver?
DC 16.
Nice.
Yeah, I get a 1.
Ah,
Nice.
It's rolling.
Nice.
Please hold.
I'm holding.
Did that? Those are like gravity rings that comes out of this thing, right?
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
much of a headache does Rudy have right now from being knocked around in that mouth?
I mean, you're not like in it, but you're feeling the like vibrations, like the throbbing of the head.
oh
6
man.
points of Mind Sliver damage.
I want to use a
Is-
hero point.
You can't. It is still standing.
Oh my god. How?
Does Mind Sliver have an additional effect?
It does.
Subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Nana,
what
it
is
is your
it?
turn, and this
Well,
thing
in
looks
that case,
just about dead.
yeah. So we're gonna do erupting earth again. It's a dex of 17.
Rudy's inside!
Sorry.
Yeah.
Remember for the finisher, you wanted us
Okay.
to act like you were dead and bring you back to life.
Okay, so
This
what
is
do I
part
need
of
to
the
roll?
plan.
Oh my god!
What do I
Okay,
need to
And
roll?
you
wait,
should
wait,
roll a
wait.
dex
We can
save
make
of
this work. Hold on.
17.
We can make this work. Hold on. I got an idea.
I fail.
Throw me in the
Well,
egg,
I'm gonna
Cuddly.
take,
Throw me.
It's happening. I'm sorry.
Throw
Rudy, I
me, do
forgot
it.
about
Cuddly.
you.
Okay, Cuddly.
It's
Describe it to us.
28.
Describe it to us.
Oh, okay. Well, look. Nana sees that it's hanging on by a sliver. She's like, Rudy always says that he's immortal. Let's put it to.
So
She also has a 7th level heal spell for him.
Yeah, I will say,
specifically
Rudy, you sort of do get to roll a dex save, but even if you succeed, it's just enough damage. It's enough damage to take you down to 0.
I would like to roll the dex save anyway, just to see if I succeed it.
It is with disadvantage, says you're restrained.
Excellent. So, 5.
Yeah. You also take the full brunt of damage, which is, I think, 28 points, right?
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As this behir is launched into the air and it sort of corkscrews out in its final moment, Rudy is like spotted in the center, and both of them just slam into the ground. You do lose an automatic death save for fall damage.
That's fine. So, when does Rudy actually pass out? When does the first hit of
When
damage?
he gets launched in the air, he gets like
Okay.
the shock of launching.
Does he? He's seen this used earlier. So when he feels the rumble underneath him, and he's constrained, so no one can see him, he throws off the veil, right?
No, your hands are stuck. You
Oh.
can't.
He rubs off the veil.
I mean, sure. It falls off in
Yeah,
the air
yeah,
through the blast.
Because
Your
he wants
head
to
cowl
appear
falls
like he's
off.
been like mauled and his head's been in the mouth of this thing, yeah. And so yeah, and then he slams on the ground,
And
looking like a
And
corpse.
you all hear, as that happens, you hear one voice go, "Oh no, cat tongue guy!" It slams into the ground. Nana, you rush up. You put your hands on Rudy. You stuff a cookie in his mouth,
Yup.
and you force him to chew it, like chomp 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 chomp
This is
chomp. And yeah, you get, what is that? 80 points
80
of
hit
health
points back.
Holy
What?
shit! Cool. We'll just
88
we'll
points.
just go straight to 80.
And
then.
as you
7th
look
level heal,
around,
baby.
at the devastation, at this ball of smoke, you can see people have moved around. They couldn't see shit because of the fog cloud.
Hopefully,
You're
it was
like-
high enough.
No, because you were only 20 feet in the air, and it's a 20-foot
Oh.
radius sphere, so it was like,
Blocked out. Half the audience couldn't see shit.
so yeah, as you're standing, getting your bearings, everyone's standing back up. Rudy, not playing dead, but actually looking seeming
dead.
dead,
Yep, yep.
until Nana walks up and like does a full like resuscitation. You gasp up, and you all look around as the two creatures lay dead. And the crowd bursts out cheering, screaming. You see people fainting from hyperventilating, the pressure that was coming down. And as Cooler McAvee comes out and says, "Holy fuck, folks, did you see that?" That's where we're gonna end for today.
Nice.
And we made it flashy, so
I think we
George will
made
be
it
looking for the reward.
very flashy.
Woo, that was a time.
I was a little worried when we kind of fumbled the second round, but we pulled it back. We pulled it back
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
quickly.
I should have just shot at it. I wanted to get like a couple of free attacks.
Yeah,
on
you left it on 10 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I should have just used the 5th level spell slot. I rolled so poorly.
Oh,
I'm actually really
happens.
sad. I wanted
It
to
happens.
do a flashy ending. I was gonna do the psychic lance, but someone already did that.
Out of I-beam with the I-beams too, which is infinitely cool.
Oh man. Look, I will be honest. I thought Rudy would have a 7th level heal spell prepared
No,
for himself.
No, he used Vampiric Touch on the frog
Oh,
thing, and which
that's
Wait,
failed.
does that mean you
Oh my
can't
God.
actually revive anyone tonight?
No, because it is another.
Different spell slot.
Oh
Well,
crap!
we can do it first thing in the morning.
Huh,
Wow.
that's
We'll
a
see how that
problem.
goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What are you missing?
A 7th
Just
level
a spell
slot.
slot for a
Yeah, he
cheeky
burned the
little-
spell slot he needed to bring back Arquana's daughter. Or
It'll
yeah,
be
Parkiny's
fine.
daughter.
We don't need that until tomorrow, right? We don't need
No,
it
that
tonight,
was
right?
today. It was
No,
Hey.
I think they
Yeah.
said
No,
tomorrow. I feel like they
tomorrow.
said tomorrow. It's
Yeah, but they
fine.
said tomorrow yesterday.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that
just
that
to
was
say, give me 8 hours. I need
Look,
8
I'll
hours to
tell him.
prepare.
Don't worry. I'll tell him. I'm in their good graces.
Rudy
It'll be
needs to
great.
go immediately to sleep. I'm sorry,
He-
you might miss the dinner,
His
but
his long rest is actually quite short.
True.
Oh, how long is it?
Well, a long rest is still 8 hours. It's just you only need 4 hours of that state.
I feel like we can have a chat between the week and figure
What you
something out.
could do is you could sleep for 4 hours, and then say part of
rest
it
during the
is
dinner.
meditating for 4 hours as part of the ritual of resurrection, and get that full rested. Just
Like I need
They
to
don't
spend
need to
4
know.
hours with the body.
yes, exactly.
God.
Yeah, and just have a nap.
Huh.
But we will have to see how you solve that next week. Maybe
no.
we also gotta see how because if the help also defeats their 3rd round in the arena, there might have to be some form of tiebreaker.
It's
Ooh.
okay. If it does, then we can do wagers.
Oh, true.
Well, we'll have to see. But thank you all for playing. Thank you. We did go quite a bit over time. I do apologize for that. I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
I didn't fuck everything up for people.
Well, I think the only person it really would affect would be me. I think
Yep.
at this point in time.
Yep.
Get
because
outta
Orb
here.
and I
Go
are
on,
good
get-
for
go get
one.
Get out of here.
Go on, get